Okay. Get my sound situated. Let me make sure everything is Gucci here. We are live. YouTube, what is popping? Let me make sure everything is Gucci here. I need everybody watching on IG. Hit that link in my bio. Everybody watching right now on Instagram, hit that link in my bio right now, and it'll bring you onto the YouTube live video so y'all can join us tonight. We have a exclusive live video tonight, couple different topics. So hit the link in my bio and come join us. All right, everybody, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Mikey T, the movie star, back for the second live video of the day. Wanted to hit y'all with this second video because I had some things to go over. Couple different things to go over with everybody. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. We get some. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. What is good, y'all? Got some crazy news for everybody tonight. Some crazy news for everybody tonight. Some OBH news for everybody tonight. Everybody hit that like button as you're tuning in. Everybody hit that like button as you're tuning into this video. Make sure you share what city and state you're tapping in from. Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from tonight. You heard? Let me know what you're blazing on tonight. We got a couple different topics. That's right. Gillie already responded to Ricky Rose. Yeah, Rose got the response from Gillie the Kid. We're going to go over that tonight. Also, we're going to take everybody's reaction in the chat in regard to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? The official new podcast. What up, Tyler Helms? Appreciate you for tapping in. We got Paris, Texas in the building. Paris, Texas is in the building tonight. Free the men, free Dark Low, free AR Rab, free Skinny Me, free all the men that are locked up. Kaz, Bras, No Breaks, Bras, free all the men under lock right now that represent OBH. Free all them good brothers right there who have shown me love over the years in person, in their own city, in New York City. You know, when I ran into AR Rab and all them, I ran into AR Rab actually at Jack Thriller's event, the 16 or better. AR Rab had brought all the bulls from OBH up there. You know what I mean? He brought everybody up there to freestyle. Some of the dudes on there were amazing. So much so that No Breaks Bras got reported on by BET, you guys. That's right, y'all. That is right. We got quite a bit to talk about tonight, though. Quite a bit. What up, Mixed Chocolate? What is going on with you, Miss Chocolate? I appreciate you for tapping in. We got Buffalo in the building. We got Buffalo up in here tonight. Much love to Buffalo on the tap in. You already know we've been on the Funk Master Flex. We've been on the Funk Master Flex Conway topic for the last few days. I need everybody to share this video. Lloyd Banks just did his first interview, and I think they said, 5 years or something like that? Lloyd Banks just spoke with Joe Budden. Of course, you got to show Joe Budden a little bit of love for bringing Lloyd Banks out. Everybody share this video with at least one friend. Hit that like button. What up, Trendsetter Trilla? What's going on with you, man? Ski Farrell, what's up? We got Philly in the building tonight. Philly's in the building. And we got to talk about some OBH. We got to talk about some OBH breaking news tonight, you guys. An affiliate of OBH, one of the artists that AR Rab actually brought onto the team when he was expanding the OBH roster, you guys. When he was attempting to take OBH to the next level. You know, when he brought in Skinny Me from the group. He brought in Skinny Me from a group. He brought in Lil Johnnie from Ohio. Lil Johnnie was actually reaching out to AR Rab for a feature because Johnnie was bubbling. Reached out to Ab Fact of the matter is, AR-Rab was already interested in linking up with Little Johnnie. AR-Rab was setting up a dynasty at that point. He was planning on going with Braz. He had Dark Low in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Yes, highs for the lows. OBH. We got Grand Rapids. We got Michigan in the building tonight. What is going on? Appreciate you for tapping in all the way from Michigan. That's what's up. Yeah, for real, highs for the lows. These dudes is so late. You know what I mean? These dudes be late. But you know what? We got to stay focused. We got to stay grinding because we got to report about some unfortunate shit. You know what I mean? We got to report on some unfortunate news that came over one of the OBH affiliates. That's right. We're talking about Lil Johnnie tonight, you guys. We're going to be talking about that. You already know, always taking money. ATM. Yeah, that's right. Getting to it. You know we get into the money, bro. You know we get into the money. We staying with the topics. We got quite a bit to talk about tonight, though, you guys. So we're going to be going over all of it. 3 topics, actually, tonight. 3 topics tonight. Gillie the Kid responded to Rick Ross. Let's get this situated here, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Gucci. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 10 years strong, baby. 10 years strong. NBA YoungBoy verdict. The NBA YoungBoy verdict is looking a little crazy, but you want to know what? It's looking like it's going to go in YoungBoy's favor. But we have to remember, you guys, that YoungBoy has a whole nother case that he's dealing with. I know this isn't a topic for tonight, but I just got this question about YoungBoy's verdict. His trial actually started on the 12th. So I'm not exactly sure if it'll be finished tomorrow. I'm going to keep my ears to the, to the blogs. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. If I hear anything about that, obviously I know everybody in here is keeping their hopes high. I did do an interview with Sharon. Check it out. Type it in, Mikey T, the movie star Sharon. I was actually down in Texas at Nome when Sue Surf battled Geechee Gotti. I was outside, you guys. I know a lot of y'all be staying in your house and watching Wildin' Out and shit like that, but I be outside with the celebrities. That's why you guys coming on here and watching me. I'm the blogger that actually be outside with the celebrities. You know what I mean? I'm the blogger that be outside with the celebrities. All the other bloggers, they can talk about their past and they can sit on their ass. But I'm the one that's outside. Major salute. That's right, Jonas. Rick Ross says he's starting a podcast, y'all. Ricky Rose says he's starting a podcast. That's right. Rick Ross is starting a podcast. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into the Little Johnnie news, you guys. The AR-Rab affiliate, the OBH affiliate, Little Johnnie, was taken into federal custody. He was taken into custody, you guys. He got quite an array of charges. Oh, wow. Firearm in a motor vehicle. That's what I'm reading right here. In possession of drugs, Schedule 3 and 4, substance. He probably got caught. Johnnie always be having that purple drink. Johnnie always be having that purple drink if you watch his stories. You know what I mean? It's just crazy that Little Johnnie got caught up. You know, he's got a bunch of new music out. You guys can go find Little Johnnie's page. You guys can go find Little Johnnie's page on YouTube. he's been working, since Rab got locked up. But in all honesty, Ab getting locked up really threw a lot of things off with the OBH camp, especially when it followed that Dark Low was going to get locked up. Dark Low followed Rab. What was it, you guys? A year later, Low had got locked up. I want to say, what was it? It was about a year later. Ab was October 2018. Low was actually, what was it? Yeah, it's shit's crazy, man. The shit's crazy how OBH, got taken down like that, because Ab had really just begun to build the brand, bringing Little Johnnie into cahoots with him. He brought Little Johnnie in. He brought Skinny Me in. I looked at Little Johnnie and Skinny Me like they were going to form a group. You know what I mean? I thought they were going to form a little duo and get some shit popping. It seemed to me like Skinny Me was really serving a lot of purposes at OBH, because he had his own clique. And then he was a duo with Johnnie, and then he's a solo artist, and then he could do joint projects with Rab. Skinny Me had a lot of purposes at OBH. Well, I was just talking to Johnnie. Johnnie is good at this point. Johnnie is going through some crazy shit at this point, you guys. He's got to go through a whole case right now. Obviously, possession of a weapon, possession of some drugs from what I'm reading. So Johnnie, the OBH artist, Rab affiliate, is going to be going through a trial. I think he may have copped a plea, or he might be going through a trial. I'm going to have to get some more updates for you guys on that. But obviously, there's some very serious charges, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit that Little Johnnie has to get caught up like this, especially when he's moving back and forth from Ohio to California. You know what I mean? He's really making a way for himself. If you look at his Instagram page, you can tell that he was really moving with the shit. What did they give Ab? They gave Ab 45. But, Ab's going to get his appeal. Because a lot of people say that's a bullshit amount of time that they gave Rab. My wishes are well with Little Johnnie, though, you guys. Just reading these charges. Let me see. Oh, damn, I see right there. See right there, I could straight up just look it up and get a little bit more information from you guys. But I want to go into the Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks was on Joe Budden's show, you guys. Well wishes to Little Johnnie. As soon as Little Johnnie is able to, I will have him on the channel for an exclusive interview. Obviously, I don't want to mess up anything that he's got going on right now. I don't want to mess up anything that Little Johnnie has going on right now. But what I can tell you guys is to go check out the music. I'm actually going to get some music for you guys to check out right now from him, because he has a new project out. Right now, you guys. And he said, just check it out, man. He said his new project is his best work yet. Real pain rap straight away from that trap shit. Real pain rap. Little Johnnie said he strayed away from that trap shit as much if you get a chance to listen. Yeah, Johnnie actually had records sent over to my email. He had records sent over to my email, so I have been keeping up to date. With Johnnie's music. That's one good thing he's been doing with me, is actually sending me the music. It's just like he said, it's just been kind of crazy how his music hasn't been able to get out there like that. The whole process of Rab getting locked up really shut down a lot of things for OBH. I think that's as clear as day, though. Ab was really beginning to make a major move in the industry, attracting the attention of, attract the attention of Birdman and Cash Money, paying for $25,000, $30,000 music video shoots. Rab was on a whole nother level. posting it up right now so everybody can tap in with OBH Little Johnnie. It's some dope music. It's some really dope music, y'all. Everybody drop a comment on that. Show some love. Show some love to it. What's up, would you, man? What's up, would you? What's up, would you, Mark? Yeah, we're about to get into some Lloyd Banks, but I had to show some love to the bro, Little Johnnie, AR Rab's affiliate. Actually, I think was Little Johnnie the first artist that AR Rab signed outside of Philly? Was AR Rab's first artist signed outside of Philly, Little Johnnie? That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, yo, put some respect on the turtleneck, y'all. Yeah, Drake shouted AR Rab out. I'm in the Rafe bumping AR Rab. I'm in the Rafe bumping AR Rab. Yo, congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. You know something that happened 9 months ago. You must feel accomplished. Did you just wake up from that nap? Did you just wake up from a nap, bro? Must be sad to be talking about something that happened, you know what I mean, 8-9 months ago, especially when dude's been in my live and apologized and everything. Sad. Yup. Free the gang, OBH, hashtag Philly. That's right, everybody. Free the guys, free the men. So let's get into it, y'all. Lloyd Banks was speaking on 50 Cent. He was showing love to 50 Cent. Even though I guess he's not really working with 50 Cent at this point in time anymore. He was showing hella love to 50 Cent. Hell, down to the song structure. Down to the song structure, you guys. Lloyd Banks was talking about intros, outros, ad-libs. He was soaking up so much game from 50 Cent. I think a lot of us got it twisted. The rumors back in the day was, oh, Lloyd Banks wrote for 50. Lloyd Banks wrote in the club. Banks told me, switch the style up. And if they hate, let them hate. But watch the money pile up. We all thought that. Everybody share this video. Share this video if you want to see a blogger make it out the mud. If you want to see a youngin' come up out the mud and get 1 million. Share this video. JP said, Banks never been a hater. Never been a hater. And yo, Banks didn't even discredit what 50 Cent did in his past beefs. He did not even discredit what 50 Cent has done in his past beef, you guys. Not at all. He actually went along with it. He actually continued to co-sign it, man. Let me see. Mark says, I never believed that rumor that Smurf started. 50 never even had the same rhyme structure like Banks. But that was the thing about it. It was like, you know what I mean? That was the thing about it. It was like, it was a hook. You know what I mean? It actually didn't really say much about the verse structure. It was actually a hook. You know what I mean? Let's see. Grown man shit. There you go, man. Tapia, there you go. Now you're back. Man. Come on now. Now you're back. Let's see. Mike. What up, Mike? DC. What's up? He says 50 couldn't destroy Rick Ross's career. What makes folks think Gillie could do it? Gillie was a D-League rapper when he was in the rap game. Well, come on, man. Honestly, man, would people comparing Gillie's music career to Rick Ross's career, that's not where it's at. You know what I mean? That's not where it's at, you guys. You got to compare where Gillie has gone in his career. At this point, Gillie is at another point of his career. Gillie is more famous than he ever had been previously, you guys. So that's what I'm comparing right now to Rick Ross. I'm comparing the reach that Gillie the Kid has on Instagram. I'm comparing the reach that Gillie the Kid has on social media. I'm comparing the fact that Gillie has had YouTube shows that have done over 70,000 live viewers. Let's be real here, you guys. Gillie is at another point of his career. Rick Ross is on the downward spiral. You know, usually at the end of your music career is when you'll be thinking about starting a podcast, right? Usually it'll come at the end of your career. You're like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, let's do a podcast. Let's move into a retirement home as well. Yeah, no, I think it's a brilliant idea for Rick Ross to start a podcast. I think it's a brilliant idea for Funk Master Flex. I think it's a brilliant idea for Funk Master Flex to create a podcast. Why wouldn't we want to see Rick Ross create a podcast? Rick Ross could have Meek. He could have Wale. He could have anybody come on his podcast. DJ Khaled. Maybe on the podcast, he could hash out his differences with Birdman. You know, there's just all types of shit he could do. Gillie's going to give us a good laugh when he is bidden. I'd hate a Flex podcast. Damn, really? You wouldn't like a Flex podcast? Let me put something in here for y'all. Could Rick Ross have a podcast that measures up to $1 million worth of game, guys? Can Rick Ross have a podcast that actually measures up to $1 million worth of game? Ross on that zesty shit. Yo, you know, Tapia, sometimes on podcasts, you got to be on some different shit. You know, sometimes Ross could be on some ultra zesty, trying his Bel Air beverages on his show. And sometimes he can keep it ultra hip hop. You know what I mean? Mark says, I'm from New York, New Jersey, and we don't like Flex out here. He is a goofball. Holy cow. I want a cow. Can I get a cow? Guys, I need everybody on here to go and follow AR Rab's affiliate, Little Johnnie. I need y'all to go show Little Johnnie some love. He's actually in the middle of one of the biggest fights of his life. He got hit with some crazy charges. They found a hammer. They found a hammer and they probably found some lean or something, you guys. It's pretty shitty, you know what I mean? But right now, Little Johnnie is just trying to stay clean, trying to record music. So everybody follow OBH Little Johnnie and show him a little bit of love. You know what I mean? I did an interview with AR Rab, and we were trying to call out DJ Paul. We were trying to call out Stitches. Where are you guys? Stitches, DJ Paul, 3-6 Mafia, let's go. OBH 3-6 Mafia. I'm about to come to Tennessee to make that shit happen. DJ Paul, somebody message DJ Paul. and let them know AR Rab has got a plate. We got a plate. We got a pie. Come get some. Come get some. Come get in on this pie graph, man. DJ Paul, Little Johnnie, that's money. That's money. Bring it over to OBH. Let's go. But DJ Paul's too busy doing Young Bucks project. Let's not focus on somebody that has already come out and done his thing. Let's not focus on a project that is going to get pulled off the shelf by 50 Cent, DJ Paul. Let's do a project. Let's do a project with Little Johnnie, DJ Paul. And free Skinny Me. Free Skinny Me. And free all the men. Kaz, Braz, Ab, Low. Free everybody that's locked up in the OBH camp, man. Some straight BS. So, let's get into it, man. Let's get into this Lloyd Banks talk, y'all. Lloyd Banks talk tonight, y'all. Shout out to Lloyd Banks. The Course of the Inevitable 2 drops at midnight, apparently. The Course of the Inevitable, you know, pretty much like my career. My career is the course of the inevitable, you guys. My career is the course of the inevitable. You all right now, we are on the course of the inevitable. Mikey T. Mikey T is the course of the inevitable. Mikey T got the crisp fade. You already know, man. We out here stunting on these dudes. Stunting like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Springfield's in the building. Let's go, Springfield. Let's go. The Course of the Inevitable 1. And now we got the Course of the Inevitable 2. But, yo, I really was rocking with Lloyd Banks. How he was basically, we are literally 20 years removed from when 50 Cent came in and decided he was going to beef with all those rappers. You know what I mean? We are literally 20 years removed from that shit. And honestly, we're 20 years removed from it, and Lloyd Banks is still rocking with his homie. Lloyd Banks dismissing all that beef, all that 50 Cent beef that everyone said. They asked him, they said, do you feel like G-Unit broke up the unity in New York? All the cliche headlines from back in the day, you guys. Oh, 50 Cent starting beef with everybody. 50 Cent is breaking up New York. All that type of shit, you guys. I think we all remember it. I want to attract everybody's attention to the poll. Do you think Rick Ross could measure up? Could a Rick Ross podcast measure up to $1 million worth of game? Let's give Ross the benefit of the doubt here, you guys. Is he going to be able to do it? Is there any way? Mikey T, are you Eminem's cousin? No, I am not Eminem's cousin. Yeah, appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. So, Lloyd Banks was like, we didn't go anywhere out of my region. I made sure I got all my just due in my hood. Even the earlier mixtapes were to get the bragging rights from my peers. The earlier mixtapes to get the bragging rights from his peers. I remember it back in the day. Being younger, having friends who wanted to rap, seeing them wait years and years and years and never produce any material. They just talk and they talk and they talk. Lloyd Banks wanted to have the material out there so he could at least have the bragging rights amongst his friends. I feel him on that. You know, if you are younger, if you're actually a younger dude and you're just getting into the game, a few years later, when you get taken serious, people are going to ask, hey, what have you created? What have you ever created before in your past? What have you created in your past that I can hear so I can see what we can build on? Now, if you don't have anything, you're going to get pushed to the side almost immediately. So Lloyd Banks actually having some material it really shows you what he can do. It shows you that he has a drive for it. It shows you that he wants to complete projects. Even later on, something I didn't really take notes on, Joe Budden and Lloyd Banks were talking about the fact that Lloyd Banks was known as a rapper to 50 before he signed him. His lyrics, not his lyrics, but his subject matter just wasn't there with 50 Cent at that point. But he brought up the fact that 50 did know about him rapping. And I'm not even talking about from the mixtapes before that. I'm talking about something even earlier. Lloyd Banks performing at his school at something that was closed out by 50 Cent. 50 Cent came up and showed Lloyd Banks how to command the crowd. And Lloyd Banks was kind of asking himself, how the hell did I not know how to do that? He really didn't have those same techniques. He didn't really have that same, you know what I mean, etiquette on the stage as 50 Cent at that point. Even later on when they became G-Unit, when After My Cheddar was out and all that shit, you guys, Lloyd Banks still didn't have that much, he didn't have that much rhythm on the stage. Because, 50 and Yayo, they were doing it all night. You know what I mean? Yayo was be like all night with the microphone right there by 50 Cent. This is how Yayo would do it too. You know what I mean? He'd be doing that shit the whole night. 50 would be there. Bounce, come on, bounce, come on, bounce, come on. You know what I mean? But they're at least moving. Lloyd Banks is standing there like, yo, after my cheddar. What up, Desron? What's popping with you, man? The drill rap reminds me of Dipset. What up, Money Mitch? What's popping? I need everybody to follow Little Johnnie. He's facing some serious heat right now, you guys. AR Rab's associate, AR Rab's first, I want to say his first artist outside of Philly. If I'm getting that wrong, let me know. But I know he had actually AR Rab linked up with another artist out of Connecticut, but I know he was locked in with Lil Johnnie beforehand. Yeah, Banks is more than cool, bro. Banks is more than cool, man. Banks just fit in with G-Unit. Banks fit in with Yayo and 50. Banks fit in with Buck and 50. You know what I mean? Banks fit in with The Game. We've heard him literally fit in with all these dudes, man. Is that the one song we didn't get, B-Lo? Lloyd Banks featuring Busta Rhymes? Yeah, that's right. Make sure you hit that like button and show some love. Make sure you hit that like button and show some love. And make sure you shoot Lil Johnnie a message on Instagram letting him know that you're holding him down. Lil Johnnie's going through some federal shit right now, you guys. Lil Johnnie's facing some serious time right now. He's got to keep his nose clean so he can stay on these streets and making these records. I try to put some positive thoughts in his mind. But you know what? Lil Johnnie is going out there. He's making great music. I got it pinned right now if you want to take a look. Johnny's making some great music, and he's got some really great people to admire in his life, I want to say. You know what I mean? I know he's got some loved one in his life that should make him really want to follow the right track. We see what happened with Ab and everybody in OBH, so we really need Lil Johnnie to hold down the torch and bring this shit home for OBH, man. Johnny's got a whole project on YouTube. Just released this year, y'all. Just released this year. Let me see. Yeah, that's funny. Dudes be making fake Meek Mill accounts. Dudes have too much time. On their hands. Oh, good point, Tyler. Banks was on the Touch It remix. That's right. Mark says Banks had a freestyle back in the day with Fab and Busta Rhymes on the Raekwon beat for Incarcerated Faces. Free AR Rab, free Dark Low. Details in the building. Let's go. That's right. Everybody shoot Lil Johnnie a follow. AR Rab's artist, his protege. Lil Johnny's facing some serious shit, you guys. Lil Johnny's facing some serious time if he doesn't keep his nose clean at this point, y'all. So I need everybody to go show Lil Johnny some love. As I get more updates on the story, I will be sure to share them with you guys. You heard? I will be sure to share them with you guys as I get more updates. Beamer Benz or Bentley remix too? What are you? What? Busta was on the Beamer Benz or Bentley remix? Whoa. Damn, Tyler. I wish you well, man. I wish you well, bro. Shit sucks, man. Just keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. Oh, shit. I bet you do need them views, bro. You probably would do a live video and there'd probably be like 3 people in it. Joel Santana. Joel Santana and Jim Jones need to have a seat for a while. The Locks humiliation was enough. Well, you know, that's another thing. That's another thing that was actually addressed, you guys. That's another thing that was actually addressed with Joe Budden and Lloyd Banks. I really can't believe that. I seriously can't believe that Joe Budden's co-host would say that Summer in Miami would go over Karma. That was absolutely absurd. That was a. Do you realize what Lloyd Banks's Hunger for More album was in comparison to Jim Jones's independent album? Let's be real. Let's be real. JP, it's Karma. Karma gets the point all day. Karma is Lloyd Banks's biggest record. That's not even a question. Who the hell is going to say that Summer in Miami would go over Karma? And I'm not like a big Karma fan or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest fan of the girl records and all that. That's not what I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's not really what I be doing and all that. But in all honesty, you guys, I don't think Summer in Miami takes Karma. I don't think there's any way possible that is the case. I just don't think that's the case. If you guys think that's the case, please let me know in the chat. Please let me know in the chat, you guys. If it is the case, I'm going to back off. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to say, Joe Budden, your co-host was correct. I was absolutely wrong. Nah, bro. Nope, that's not accurate, bro. It's not accurate, Mark. Go look up the sales, bro. Go look up the sales, bro. Mark says Dipset was never a match for G Unit. That's accurate, man. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Dipset was not a match for G Unit because of the mainstream aspects of it. Sure, Ballin did really well. Joel Santana was another story as well because he was on Def Jam. You know what I mean? Joel Santana, maybe you could put him up against Young Buck. You know what I mean? I would have to say Joel Santana was a little bit bigger than Young Buck. Buck just had the better sales. Hands Up was good. I spoke on Hands Up a few days ago. Yeah, Karma. Summer in Miami. No disrespect to Jim Jones on that one. It's just it's levels to the records, you guys. Share this video. Let's get 100 people in here. Y'all support Mikey T. Share this video with at least one friend. I'm in here. We live tonight. We're talking about all the topics. Free the men. Free the men. Johnnie, know that we support you, bro. As soon as you're able to, I will have you on the channel for an interview. As soon as you're able to. Yo, don't put that on Jadakiss, bro. Sturdy1, sup? What's up with you, Sturdy1? Appreciate you for tapping in. Everybody shoot little Johnny some love. facing some serious shit right now, and he could use all of our support. You heard what I'm saying? Go check out his music. I got it pinned up right now. Free all the sturdy men, including myself. Free you, Mr. S. Free you, bro. Little Johnny's facing some shit. I just came on here to talk about him tonight. You know, I've been rocking with Little Johnny ever since Arab put me on to him. You know what I mean? Arab told me about Little Johnny. And I was talking to him. I was like, yeah, man, I really like what you did with Little Johnny and Skinny Me. Like, I really like what you did with Little Johnny and Skinny Me, Ab. And he's like, yeah, man, those two working together. And I was like, yeah, man, it's almost like you got them in a group. And then Ab told me they were not in a group. You know what I mean? He's like, they're not in a group. I'm like, well, they should be in a damn group. They should be in a group. You know what I mean? Hold your head, Johnny. They trying to box us in. Respect to your loyalty to Little Johnny. Yeah, Little Johnny hit me back. You know what I mean? When he was at the height of his career. You know what I mean? Arab knew when he started working with Little Johnny. You know what I mean? Everybody knew, like Ab knew when he started working with Little Johnny. Johnny was popping at that point in time. You know what? But Johnny was doing crazy views at that time. He was something new. He literally came up off of that Slim Jesus feature. You know what I mean? He came up and he had a lot more. He had a lot more to his character than Slim Jesus did. Slim Jesus just automatically diminished his character by saying, yo, I'm not really involved with all this shit. I'm not really about that life. When he continued to post shit on his Instagram that was about that life, he's posting the lean. He's posting having the little deuce. He's posting playing dice. He's doing all the gangster shit. But he went on Vlad and said he wasn't. Free the men. Slim Jesus was hitting though, no cap. Mr. S says, yeah, and Vlad pretty much put Slim Jesus on. You know what I mean? Vlad pretty much put Slim Jesus on. I guess maybe he doesn't really have as much time for him anymore or something. I'm about to roll something up, roll some sativa up. You know what I'm saying? Some nighttime sativa. About to finish off this. I'm about to finish off this last eighth I have, and I got to run to the dispensary in the morning though. So that's about a bitch. But I wanted to make sure I came on and give you all this second live video for the day, especially with that Lloyd Banks interview dropping. You know, Banks is a lot of everybody's favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved Lloyd Banks. It ain't no LL Cool J shit, but everybody loved some Lloyd Banks. You know what I mean? The bars. If you're not into Lloyd Banks's albums, he's got a selection of mixtapes for you. He's got a major selection of mixtapes for you guys. Oh, yeah, that was bad for Slim Jesus when that dude snatched the mic out of his hand. But what I think was even worse for Slim Jesus is when Slim Jesus actually just told the world that he wasn't about that life. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying anybody should lie about being about that life. Not what I think. But in all honesty, Slim Jesus exposed himself. He exposed himself and he lied. You know what I mean? He pretty much lied because I was watching Slim Jesus's Instagram videos back then. Slim Jesus was doing all types of videos where he was playing with pieces. You know what I mean? He was doing all types of shit where he was drinking lean. You know what I mean? So it was like, yo, why are you going against yourself? Why are you jumping on Vlad TV and telling him you're not about this particular lifestyle when you're contradicting yourself because you technically are about that lifestyle, man? You're here splitting up lean. You're here, showing off your piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing, man? You just destroyed your whole career. I could understand if you're trying to save yourself, You know what I mean? I can understand if you're trying to save yourself from an indictment. We see the crazy shit that's going on nowadays. You know what I mean? So I can understand if you're trying to save yourself from an indictment. Who couldn't understand that, man? I think they had cases. You talking about Slim Jesus, bro? Like they had some cases? Like Lil Phil Stitches, Say Less. That was a little different, man. That was a little different. That's more like that's more kind of like Stitches when he was Little Phil, he didn't really have too much of a character going on at that point. He didn't really have too much of a character going on at that point. You know what I mean? But then when he got all the tattoos, he took on a much different character than he had when he was just known as Lil Phil. He was known as Little Phil. It was too funny. So let me bring up this image of Gillie the Kid, you guys. Gillie the Kid had to hit back at Rick Ross. Rick Ross pretty much told him that his cows were expensive. He told him all types of shit he's selling. He's making bigger business partnerships than Gillie in Philadelphia, right? Okay, so you got a snack. He's got a snack. What's it called? What the hell is that? Snack wraps or something like that. Snack chips. What the hell are those things called, you guys? Snack wraps or something? Snack wraps. The potato chips that the rappers have. What are they called? Cap snacks or something like that? Because them snacks are cap. You know what I mean? I ain't buying no little bag of potato chips. Miss me with the potato chip sales. You miss me with the potato chips and miss me with the dollar waters. If you're trying to sell potato chips or dollar waters, miss me with that shit. I ain't trying to hear it. If you ain't trying to sell me the course of the inevitable part 2, miss me with that shit. Wrap snacks. Get them with a dab of the ranch. Wrap snacks. What about noodles? What about noodles? Noodles. Do you think 50 Cent, me, I ride by and blow you. When the drama gets to popping, me, I ride by and blow you. Rap noodles. Yeah, Boosie noodles. Boosie noodles. Nah, I don't think Heat was drill, man. No. Who produced Heat? Can you tell me who produced Heat real quick? Shit was dope. I knew it. I knew Ray J Cup Noodles was coming. But guys, Rick Ross put himself in this position. Rick Ross put himself in this position, you guys. What would Rick Ross's podcast be called? That's what we're talking about tonight. What would the Ricky Rose podcast be called? Because Gillie has a funny one. Gillie hit back at Rick Ross for making crazy ass comments about his fam. Crazy ass comments. Oh, I spend more on my cow. How much are you spending on that cow? Gillie buys his family bust downs. How much are you spending on a cow, Rick Ross? How about you spend some of that money on Beat Billionaire? How about you, instead of putting your cow in a freaking deluxe condo in the sky, how about you do that for gunplay? Talking about I spend more on my cow. Talking about I spend more on my cow. No wonder Maybach Music Group is in shambles. You're spending all your money on cows. No wonder MMG is defunct. No wonder you are no longer signed to Epic. You're spending money on cows. What the hell is going on when a man is spending all of his extra money on cows? I understand. All right. Cows could be a lucrative investment. Cows could help him keep his grass low. If that's what they do, they eat the grass, right? So you don't always need to pay people to mow your grass. Maybe that's just lambs or goats or whatever. What is other things he can do with his cows? He can make money with the cows. You know what I'm saying? He can make money with the cows, sure. I guess there's some sort of tax incentives with cows. But when you're sitting here talking to me about you spend more on your cows than I spend on my baby girl that I just put in a Mercedes, that I just put a rock on her finger, that I just bought a Range Rover. You're telling me you spend more on your cow than I do, baby girl? You spend more on your cow than I do my side chick. Because you know side chick is Gucci down. But you spend more on your cow, right? I think you need to get your priorities in order before you wake up in the morning sipping bamboo, and smoking all that exotic. I think you need to do a little bit more thinking. Have a cup of coffee before you start making videos saying how much money you spend on your cows. Miss me with the cow shit. Gillie got him back, though. Lock 'em Up podcast. Rick Ross set himself up for this, guys. Rick Ross said, I had a boss idea. I had a boss idea this morning. I woke up with a boss idea. I had a great idea this morning too, Ross. It was to brush my teeth. How about you go brush your teeth? How about you go get everything in the morning, get in the gym, get yourself a cup of coffee before you're putting up such ridiculous ideas. Ross, nobody wants a podcast from you, bro. Nobody wants that podcast. Podcasts are about telling your truth. They're about keeping it real. You know what I mean? It's about living your truth. That's what a podcast is about. It's not about lying about how much money you spend on your cow. Well, what would the podcast name be? Because he kind of put himself into a little bit of a corner bringing this one up. He set himself up for a joke. Maybe me in this turtleneck. He set himself up for a joke, but I'm really having Tony Soprano vibes right now, you guys. Rick Ross was like, I got your name for your podcast, at Rich Forever. Now, Gillie did this from his secondary Instagram page. If you guys remember, Gillie's Instagram page was disabled about a month ago. Gillie had to create a whole nother page. Gillie created a whole nother page called, and it got 415,000 subscribers within like 2 days. So he got like 400,000 subscribers within 2 days, you guys. It was pretty nuts. He posted this on that page. Also, another thing, Gillie used to have underscores under his name, but he got all those removed as well. So he used the underscores for his secondary page. So Gillie wrote, I got your name for your podcast, because Ross challenged all of his viewers. Ross challenged everybody watching to come up with a name for a podcast. He said, I got your name for your podcast, at Rich Forever, a.k.a. The Mickey Mouse Show. Your history ain't right to F with me. You better leave that alone. So Gillie actually posted up a name for the podcast, you guys. Lock It Up Podcast. Lock It Up Podcast, you guys. Lock It Up with Rick Ross, a.k.a. The Mickey Mouse Show. But y'all are watching right now. What you guys are watching right now is the Mikey T, the Movie Star podcast. That's right. This is my podcast. Soon enough, I'm going to be on all streaming services. I'm talking about Apple Music. I'm talking about Spotify. I'm going to get my podcast on all those platforms. The Rick Ross Saloon podcast. The Rick Ross podcast should be called Miami PD. Guys, what do you think Rick Ross's podcast should be called? I want to know what everybody in here, what do you think? Do you like Gillie's name for it? Gillie wants to call it Lock It Up. Lock it up, just like you used to do Wallow. Just like you used to do Wallow. Lock It Up podcast. Guy really had the audacity. This guy who talks about the streets. This guy who talks about the streets. And I have nothing against a working class man. Nothing at all. There's nothing wrong with somebody who goes out there and earns it every single day of the week. Nothing wrong with somebody who goes out there and gets to the money and comes back and watches my podcast. There's absolutely nothing wrong with somebody who lives that lifestyle. Now, when you've lived another lifestyle, when you've crossed that line, when you've done things of that nature that you would say are gangsta, when you've done things that you can't come back from, and then you take that trip and you'll get that certificate, that CO certificate. That's when you've crossed the line, man. Especially after that point. So now it's like, okay, I need a little something to make myself seem legit. I need a little bit of a steady income. Oh, you need a steady income that bad that you're going to go and become one of the people that you will in turn rap about having a dislike for? It's called a hypocrite. It's what you call a hypocrite. I don't care about somebody, you need to make money and all that shit. There is 1,000 ways. There is 1,000 ways to make money. You don't see Mikey T, the movie star, signing up for the police academy because I want to solidify my future. You don't see me hopping in and trying to join the CTPD, the NYPD, the LAPD. You don't see me try because I'm intelligent. Oh, I'm going to become a detective because I'm intelligent. I'm going to be a CO because I'm kind of big and I was playing football. If that's how your mind works, I can only imagine. Because then you try to pull the bullshit. Oh, I was the biggest gangster CEO in there. I was sneaking people in cell phones. I don't want to hear that shit either, man. I don't want to hear none of that shit. There's a lot of people out there that do not feel the same way that I do. And shit, I don't look at you no way for feeling the way you want to feel about it. You know what I mean? I just know the way that I feel about it. You know, I just know the way that I feel about it. Am I saying it's not like a Tekashi 6ix9ine situation? It's not like, yo, he's a rat, I would never interview him type situation. I've interviewed Rick Ross. You know what I mean? I've actually interviewed Rick Ross in the past. Rick Ross has really good music. He has really good music, but he has one handicap. His past. He has a handicap. Gillie told him, he's like, yo, what did Gillie say? Gillie said it's pretty simple. He's like, you don't want to go against me. Your history ain't right to F with me. You better leave that alone. You better leave that alone. Your history ain't right to go against me. Ricky Rose, I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. You the first CO in the music industry I've seen thus far. You're the first CO in the music industry that I've seen thus far. I don't know about the biggest boss. Does the biggest boss thus far move 150,000 first week? No, he doesn't. I remember those units came out. Bangum Smurf and myself were disappointed. We were disappointed in Rick Ross's sales. Let's be real. Bangum Smurf is coming off of 50 Cent. Bangum Smurf is coming off of 50 Cent, who sold 800,000. 50 sold 1 million after that. You think Smurf and I, when we teamed up with Ross, how do you think we felt when he moved 150,000 first week of Deeper Than Rap? We were sick to our stomach. We knew it was over for our affiliation with MMG. Ain't nobody that sells 150,000 first week going to be able to put out a new artist. And he wasn't. Meek Mill and Wale were not new artists. He had to go back to the drawing board, almost in similar fashion to 50 Cent when 50 brought Mobb Deep onto the team. He had to go back to the drawing board. He had to grab Wale, who had a relationship with Interscope. He had to grab Meek Mill, who was coming off a relationship with T.I. And he had to grab Pill, who Warner Brother did not know what to do with. Don't mess with me on this music shit. I know everything about this music shit. Salute. I don't give a damn if he was a gangster CO. He was still locking up my dog Wallow. I don't give a damn if he was a gangster CO. He was still slamming them bars closed on Wallow. Nightman. He did. Officer Ricky. Officer Ricky. Officer Ricky. Yeah, he did. He did deny it. Go watch the shit, man. Go watch the shit. And when it was evident that he wasn't going anywhere, when it was evident his career wasn't over, when it was evident that Rick Ross's career wasn't over, that's when he admitted to it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. You know what I mean? Solidify your career. What do they say? Solidify the bag. Solidify the bag. So don't be mad at me for solidifying the bag. You know what I'm saying? When you're like, Mikey T, what was all that shit about, Mikey T? I was solidifying the bag. New bag alert. New bag alert. Officer Ricky. 50 should have hired me to say that shit, right? They should have used me saying that. Or did they do it better? But let's get back into it, man. So Banks actually spoke on, started rapping at 9 to 10. I guess Joe Budden started at 13 to 14. Joe Budden was like, I was singing at 10, singing in a church. Yeah, Joe Budden obviously, has musical background. He spoke on his first big show being with Eminem. He didn't perform with Eminem. He was just watching it. Literally, Banks said he literally went from seeing his friends in the crowd and then not even knowing who the people were, because they kind of blew up crazy. You know what I mean? He kind of blew up like crazy, to be honest with you. And that just shows you how in tune their own market was. Their own neighborhood was actually going out to see them when they first got started. Their own neighborhood really wanted to show them love when they first got started. And that's respectable, man. That is respectable, the fact that their own hood wanted to show them love. You know what I mean? Their own hood popped up to their shows. Lloyd Banks seen them right there. All those same people that he was bragging to, telling him, Yo, it's G Unit. Yo, I'm about to be lit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like all these dudes be running around telling their friends that they're about to be lit, and then it never pops off for them. You know what I'm saying? But look at Lloyd Banks. It actually happened for him. Joe Budden asked Banks how he learned to write. Banks was like, coming into mixtapes, starting with Cutmaster C and the Clues. This was before Bad News dropped. Watching 50, he wasn't just a writer. He was an exceptional songwriter. Banks saying that 50 was an exceptional songwriter. Coming up, getting the opportunity to work with Jam Master Jay is where they say 50 Cent learned a lot of his early craft doing songwriting. You know? That's where smoke break. Hell yeah. What you smoking on, bro? What you smoking on, bro? Yeah, exactly, man. Everybody in here, let me know what you're blazing. I'm about to have to roll something up too. Make sure I got some water here and shit. I'm about to roll something up too. You know, I got them good shits on deck tonight. I got 5 blunts left tonight. I'm set tonight. You got that OG Kush, John. All right, smoke it. Smoke it up, bro. Roll one up. Roll one up. Banks is like conceptually sticking to the subject matter, which was a plus for me. The biggest artists were not the best songwriters. He was. Joe Budden is like, what a cheat code. What a cheat code, Joe Budden says. I mean, Joe Budden at this point, you know what I mean? Joe Budden at this point wasn't really at the same level as G Unit, maybe because of this. You know, Joe Budden said the word cheat code. Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo, Game, Buck, they all had the cheat code of an artist that sold 1.5 million records in a short week. 2 weeks, excuse me. They had a cheat code of somebody that made them hot. He made them hot. Just standing next to 50 Cent, you were going to heat up. Shit. Rest in peace to Q. Q started a whole website from being on 50's tour bus. You know, 50 Cent can take you to amazing heights at your career, guys. He can take you to amazing heights. Lloyd Banks had the first album after Beg for Mercy. The end of July, his album dropped. Beg for Mercy dropped in November. Maybe the New Breed dropped in between that. Somebody in here get me a date on the New Breed. But they literally had from November all the way to July, no G Unit album. No G Unit album. So when that Lloyd Banks hit the street, people were hitting the bodegas, people were hitting the FYEs, all the whatever store it was available at, and they were grabbing that shit, y'all. And they were grabbing that shit. They couldn't wait to grab the Lloyd Banks album. Lloyd Banks' album nearly sold 500,000 in a short week. Can anybody in here tell me what the Course of the Inevitable 1 sold in a week? Whoever tells me what the Course of the Inevitable sold in 1 week, I'll put your comment on the page. I want to know how many units did the Course of the Inevitable sell in 1 week? Oh, shit. All right. I think it was 12,000 units, you guys. 12,000 copies. 12,000 copies. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you, John, for tapping in. Appreciate everybody. Hit that like button right now. That's right, 12,000 units. 12,000 units, y'all. 12,000 units were sold of the Course of the Inevitable. My bad about that, you guys. Excuse me. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me check this real quick. Oh, yeah, I already knew that, bro. I already knew this. I already knew you had me, bro, but I also want to know who could see it. What up, Charmaine? What's going on with you? Appreciate you for tapping in. Let me roll this up. Let me get this rolled up, you guys. Need to get some good cush in my lungs. But this is sativa, man. So this shit might be keeping me up. But I don't really care. I'm gonna roll up a little bit of it. Roll up a little bit of it. So I can smoke with y'all. Oh man, this Dutch is I definitely just screwed up this Dutch. I mean, to keep a little bit of it for later. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Andy says, incredible ideas happen off the sativa. Yeah, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I had that what was it called? Granny Mac. That's one of my favorite sativas. Damn, John. John, ain't you been in here all night though, bro? You ain't been in here all night, John? Let me get this blunt lit up. I just had to twist up something real quick for myself. I didn't have time to twist up a full blunt. I wasn't trying to take my attention off the podcast. We got to get into this second portion about Lloyd Banks. My bad about the dead air, you guys. Makes me want to call my barber. What up, would you, Rick? What up, would you, Ricky? What's up, Ricky? Officer Ricky. So Banks basically described everything. Oh, yeah, I was going to say Joe Budden said a cheat code. Joe Budden could have only wished he would have had somebody to help him out while he was signed to Jay-Z. You know what I mean? He probably wishes he could have had a relationship, had a big brother style relationship, kind of like Lloyd Banks had with 50. But Banks is going to explain when he was working at Interscope, it was just all the artists that he could touch instantly. Like literally, he's right there with Snoop. He's right there with Rest in Peace Nate Dogg. All these artists who are arm's length of him. So Banks talked about everything he learned from 50, right? He's like, the biggest artists were not the best songwriters. He was. The biggest artists were not the best songwriters. What are you talking about? Ludacris, Ja Rule, at this point, you know what I mean? At this point, a lot of them were the biggest songwriters, but whatever. You know, Banks is going to say what he's going to say to align with 50. So everything from the intro, what you say in the beginning, where to pause, that's how I write. Let's go over that. Because that's one thing that we've seen 50 really have a grasp of. You know, the way he starts his songs, the way he'll do little shout outs in the song, like how he did Candy Shop with So Seductive. You know what I mean? He'll play the music like that. What he says in the beginning, everybody knows 50 is known for his outros where he'll be screaming, or his intros where he'll start it off talking. He's like, that's how I write. I write in 4-bar pieces. My first 4 bars is going to be aggressive. It's going to be a line in that first 4. And these are his 16, 4, 8, 12, or 12s, I guess. So the second 4 would be some type of breakdown. I might get bouncy with it. The next 4 is going to be a little melodic, cheat code. And that's what I got from 50, because I was always bar heavy. That's why Victory is 50 bars. That's why Banks Workout is 50 bars. I was just doing 50-bar verses, the outro bridges, all these things I learned from watching him record. Listen to that, you guys. Listen to that, you guys. He said he learned it all from 50. And all of us are on the internet thinking he wrote in the club. And it takes a Joe Budden interview. Thank you, Joe Budden. Thank you, Joe Budden, for clearing this off. For getting Lloyd Banks to finally talk. Because you know when he's doing those G-Unit interviews and he's surrounded by 50 buck, yeah, yo, kid, game. When he's surrounded by all these people, he doesn't really get to get his story out there about how he was performing in school and 50 was performing after him. We didn't get to hear this story because he's crowded with all the other G-Unit members. No, sir. No, sir. Why would I think Lloyd Banks wrote in the club anymore after he said things like, I was always bar heavy. That's why Victory is 50 bars. That's why Banks Workout is 50 bars. I was just doing 50 bars. The outro, the bridges, all these things. I learned from watching him record. 50 Cent. Banks would go on to explain, you guys, that he didn't have the hooks like 50 did. What? But this isn't even the big story of the day. This isn't even the big story of the day. This isn't even the big story of the day, because up next, Joe Budden is going to bring up the past beef with Murder Inc. They're going to bring up how Fat Joe and Jada joined Ja Rule on Murder Inc. in New York, on the New York song. And Banks dismisses it all. Banks dismisses all of the 50 Cent beef, you guys. And that's what I call stone cold loyalty. That's what I call loyalty. Here we are, 19 years removed from these rivalries. New York was released in 2004. New York was released in 2004 alongside the RULE album. Everybody share this video. Share this video. Y'all know what I'm doing when I get rich. Handing it out to the followers, man. Y'all thought 6ix9ine gave out a lot of $100 bills. Wait till you see what Mikey T, the movie star, does. Y'all think 50 and Rollo give it out? Wait till you see what we do on this channel, you guys. Definitely loyal. Lloyd Banks proved to me, even with all the little subtle shit, with people wanting so bad for Lloyd Banks to have an issue with 50, the guy who gave him an opportunity to put out a platinum album before he even dropped his own solo, you guys. Lloyd Banks raps about it on his debut album, about the fact that he's already got a platinum album at the crib. You already know, Andy. We're working at all this shit, bro. We're taking this shit to the next level, baby. Yup. Mark, 100%. 50 Cent was nice with the hooks, even on Power of a Dollar. And y'all, man, everybody wish Lil Johnnie well. Everybody wish Lil Johnnie well, y'all. Lil Johnnie is facing some serious shit right now. Y'all know who Lil Johnnie is. That's A.R.Rab's artist, A.R.Rab's affiliate from OBH. I had some news on him today. He actually got caught with a burner, y'all. He actually got caught with a burner. Shit's pretty crazy for Lil Johnnie right now. He's facing some serious time if he doesn't keep his nose clean. I just wanted to come on and report that today about, the OBH affiliate, Lil Johnnie. Really sucks what he's going through. You know what I mean? Really sucks what he's going through. I hope the best for him. I put up some of his music so y'all can tap in with that. I got that pinned up. And also, I just put his Instagram so y'all can go and wish him the best. Go drop some comments. Go run up his numbers. Lil Johnnie has been doing music for quite a while now at a very, very rapid pace. Much love, much love. Black Queen Jax, hell yeah. Appreciate you tapping in again. Always great to see you in the video. Hey, Mikey checking in from PA. Much love. Yeah, Andy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, with them going after OBH, and now I see what happened to Johnnie. I seen it a few weeks ago, and I was trying to put together an interview with Johnnie, but obviously with all the shit going on right now, we're going to hold back on that just out of respect, but I did want to make everybody aware, at least the little bit of information that I do have, that Lil Johnnie kind of got screwed over with some charges, you guys, but we're going to keep our head held high. We're going to keep our hopes high for this situation, and hopefully we get a good outcome. Hopefully Lil Johnnie can come back from this shit. Like I said, I be talking to Johnnie on a pretty regular basis. We have been talking for a little bit since he signed with A.R.Rab. Lil Johnnie never tried to stunt on me when he was working with Skinny Me, when Skinny Me and him were both outside. He never stunted on me like that. So all I can do is show love in response. You know what I mean? He always treated me with respect as a blogger. Hell, all of them did. Skinny Me treats me with respect as a blogger. You know what I'm saying? All the guys from OBH Razor, all these dudes, man. So what am I going to do? I'm going to show them love in return. So my thoughts, my wishes are held high, still up for Lil Johnnie. I'm going to still support where I can. Detail says Power of the Dollar was hitting. I was in the South at the time, and I still had a burnt copy of that. Yep. Salute to the big bro, Dark Low. Dark Low actually gave Lil Johnnie a feature. Dark Low actually gave Lil Johnnie a pretty dope feature that he sent me, man. Shit just, you know what I mean? When you get news like that, it kind of weighs you down. You know what I'm saying? But I know what I'm doing here, you guys. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing here, you guys. I'm bringing it home for the team. I'm bringing this shit home for the team. You know what I'm saying? When I get this shit right, when I get my situation right, you all know what I'm doing. You already know what I'm doing, man. I'm going to take $1 million. I'm going to take $1 million and I'm... Actually, let me chill out, man. Let me chill out. I'm all talking about I'm taking $1 million, I'm bringing it to the jail. I'm taking $1 million, I'm bringing it to the jail. Oh, $1 million ain't enough. We're coming with 5 next time. We're bringing everybody home. Some Young Thug shit. But I ain't gonna be sneaky about it. I'm gonna tell you who I want to come home. I 5 million ain't bringing them home. I'm hiring 10 lawyers. $500,000 lawyer. He's coming home. Y'all want to know what I'm going to do when I get my money? When I get my endorsements? I'm going to show loyalty to the people who showed it to me. I'm going to Trinidad. I'm going to Trinidad with 100 racks. Y'all want to know what I'm doing? I'm gonna put a playground up in Baisley, just like 50 did. I'm gonna show love to all the communities and shit like that. Don't take a snitch to walk around and show some love. Y'all think it's just got to be the rainbow-haired kid, right? Shout out to Trinidad. Shout out to Trinidad. Shout out to Smurf. bring Suge home. Bring Suge home. Yo, bro, my money's not just like I'm talking about people that I actually know, bro. Like, come on, man. Nah, I'm just messing around, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with Suge Knight, you know, I had heard rumors that Floyd Mayweather was going to help Suge or something along those lines. I had heard those rumors. Suge's whole situation is not one that I'm going to touch, you guys. You know what I mean? I don't really have any background affiliation with Suge Knight. In all honesty, I feel like Suge Knight screwed over Dr. Dre. You know, I feel like Suge Knight screwed over all of those guys at Ruthless. I feel like he screwed over all the guys at Death Row as well. I don't appreciate what he's done to Snoop Dogg in the past. And obviously, Snoop Dogg and him have come to terms with all that. You know what I mean? Even obviously they've come to terms with that. But in all honesty, I don't know. You guys might have heard me say it on the podcast before. Like, I don't really know what a lot of these people are talking about when they pledge allegiance to Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're going to put up a new playground in Rochdale. You know what I'm saying? Mess around and let Mikey T get rich. Mess around and let Mikey T get rich. You're going to see what happens. And I'm not just talking about some fake ass rich shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just talking about no fake shit. We're talking about the real deals. We're talking about life-changing money. We're talking about generational wealth, you guys. We ain't talking about no little boy deals. We coming for it all. We coming for that Floyd Mayweather money. Demote Suge played himself. Yeah, in situation he did. Let me get back into this, though. All right. So Banks explained meeting 50. He said, my introduction as Lloyd Banks and getting down with the crew was 18. But he knew about me rapping before that. My subject matter wasn't there. I was still in school. Banks had also said that he performed before 50 Cent at his school. Oddly enough, 50 Cent was performing at school. 50 Cent went from getting caught with crack at school to then performing at school. Very interesting. Very interesting. So Banks is like, I don't know what to say. Breaking up New York Unity was brought up. G-Unit breaking up New York Unity? Banks is like, I don't know what to say. I think our contributions was so massive that this wasn't the perfect storm. It was just a storm. You got to take the good with the bad and vice versa. It's funny. They talk about that after. If you felt the way at that point, you should have done something about it because there was nothing you could have done at that point. What? I don't, Jesus. There was nobody spoke up back then. Yeah, people were scared to speak up back then. I won't lie. I grew up in Connecticut. I know. I grew up around some different record labels. I know. They were scared. What will 50 Cent think? What will 50 Cent think? What will 50 Cent think if you do this? What will 50 Cent think if you do that? That was a big common thread. Was that thread as big in New York as it was in Connecticut? I'm thinking to myself, why does everybody wonder and care what 50 Cent thinks? You know what I mean? We have to go out there and we got to get it for ourselves. But as far as the New York unity goes, the major thing, which Joe Budden will go on to explain, is that 50 Cent made it popular of, if you mess with my op, you don't mess with me. So Lloyd Banks said he really didn't understand it. And it was brought up that they tried to do something with New York, but it got shot down. Banks was like, that was a decade after dudes came in the game. That didn't really make is he talking about Ja Rule? Like, that was a decade after dudes came into the game. They said they tried to do New York, but it got shut down. I'm trying to figure that one out, you guys. What do they mean by that? Trying to figure that one out right there. You know what I'm saying? They tried to do something. The record New York, Jada, Joe, and Ja, but it got shut down. And Banks said that was a decade ago. Banks's timing is off. You know what I mean? Banks's timing is way off because even Ja Rule's career, first of all, started with music like New York. You know what I mean? It started with music like New York. New York was arguably a little bit softer than Ja Rule's music. So someone's like, dude, seen the ATL camaraderie, and they said, why couldn't we do it? Because we were beefing. Joe Budden's like, they put it on them because 50 said, if you F with me, you can't F with my op. And yeah, they did see. Everybody from up here on the East Coast, everybody in Philly sees it too. I imagine everybody everywhere sees it. Just the camaraderie that they actually have. You know what I mean? It's like they're at a house party or something, but it's hip hop in ATL. You know, they're all so cool with jumping on records. They're all so cool with just vibing with one another. But you know what? What the New Yorkers don't really get, what people don't really get, is that there's a lot of politics in Atlanta as well. There is a whole lot of politics in Atlanta as well. Rollo came up intimidating Young Thug. Rollo came up, he was intimidating Rich Homie Quan as well. Only difference is, to stop the intimidation, Young Thug appeared in music videos with him. Rich Homie Quan just stayed away from him. Young Thug did music with him, appeared in videos. It's kind of crazy to me. You know what I mean? The way that they handle things. It's like, yo, if you realize I'm a big opposition to you and I could be catastrophic to your career, you're going to stand with me. You're going to stand with me out of fear of losing your career. And that's what Young Thug did. And that's what Young Thug did, you guys. Look at the pictures. Look at the videos. Listen to the story. It's big politics in ATL. Big politics in ATL. Well, you will see somebody standing right next to another person who they just fired on. Do you see that in New York? When Ja Rule saw 50 Cent talking to Troy, is that who it was? He never wanted anything to do with 50 Cent again. Never mind the fact that 50 could have been the big homie in the hood that really put the smack down. Never mind Supreme. You know, Supreme handles it in the street. Ja Rule could add another bully for him right inside the music industry. But nah, you shook the hand of the man that I'm beefing with. You're up out of here. That's the New York politics. Atlanta politics? Oh, you done some greasy shit to me in the past? I'm a little bit scared of you now. I'm going to shoot a music video with you, so we're cool. Same thing as running to security in a nightclub. Same thing, running to the game security, running to Kanye's security at a nightclub and feeling safe. That security ain't going to save you from everything. I was actually the coolest kid in my school. So you got that one wrong. You got that one wrong, Jack. I was actually the coolest kid in school. So you got that one wrong, Jack. Nah. Yeah, J-Mac. Rollo was not worried about Young Thug whatsoever. Don't misinterpret me, J-Mac. Rollo was not worried about Young Thug. It was the other way around. It was the other way around. Young Thug ducked Rollo for quite some time. Rollo got his weight up. Now you can't duck me no more. This ain't like the Murder for Life video shoot where 50 Cent came up and didn't even get the handshake from Ja Rule. Oh, no, it ain't like that in Atlanta. It ain't like that in Atlanta. No, sir. Oh, shit. Stand in this video with me. Come stand in this video with me. We are right. We are a team. That's what they be doing. Why? Because image, making money is more important than making beef and making complications, you guys. Yes, please miss me with the Mikey T middle school, grammar school, high school shit. I was that guy in each one. So miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit. I was the guy that were like, oh shit, his brother is a director. So he's about to be a movie star. That was Mikey T. That's why I'm Mikey T, the movie star. But also before that, I had the image of, oh, that kid comes where people are poor. People are poor where he comes from. So stay away from him. He's scary. That was the reputation I had as well. Nobody wanted to get it in with me back in the day. I was like the baddest kid in school. Yeah, I had all those types of reputations back in school. At one point, I was the baddest. At one point, I was the funniest. You know what I mean? Because at a certain point in time, when everyone realizes you're there, like my parents pulled me up out of that my grandparents pulled me up out of that low income housing for good. So then all the kids had to realize I was there for good. So they're, oh shit, we better make friends with this kid. He's fitting to be a problem, just like 50 Cent type shit. You know what I mean? Like when M and Dre signed him and everybody was, oh shit. Oh shit. 50's in the industry. We better make friends with him. He's about to be a problem. What? Mark, what did he say about Havoc and Piggy Bank? What did he say about Havoc and Piggy Bank? I got to hear that shit. So Joe Budden's like, they put it on them because 50 said, if you F with me, you can't F with my op. Banks is like, they put it on us because we didn't need to work with anyone at that point. Aftermath, Shady, G Unit, you could literally get what you need. 50, Tony Yayo. How the hell does Tony Yayo's name come second right there? First of all, no shade at my brother Yayo. Eminem, Nate Dogg, Snoop Dogg. These are all peoples that were at arm's reach. You're picking from the it pile. Anything outside of that would have been kind of crazy. He didn't say anything. And he said the first feature I got from somebody was Protege. Yeah, he actually put Protege on the intro of his Rotten Apple album. He featured on Mobb Deep's Blood Money album as well. He had them on another song called Get Clapped, right? But in all honesty, man, you see, You see, this is where Game had an issue. Banks is saying right here they had the pick of the it pile, the it list. G Unit could work from the list of whoever they wanted to work with. In Game, after working with Banks on his own album, after working with Yayo didn't have an album out yet. Game's album came out before Yayo's. Game put Yayo on his album because everyone thought Yayo was going to sell like a 700,000 first week still. Everyone thought Yayo was going to be a really big deal. So they put Yayo on the album. He got M on the album. He had 50 on Two Cuts. He had Nate Dogg on the album. Am I missing anybody? He had Busta Rhymes on the album. You know what I mean? So Game dropped his shit. Yeah, I don't remember 50 dissing Havoc either. Ah, man, that shit is hitting, yo. That water is hitting after all that Red Bull. I won't lie to you. Sorry, y'all. I missed where I was going with that whole thing about the albums and shit. Missed where I was going with that shit. Let me get back into what Banks was saying. Yeah, Yayo's the man. I'm glad 50 put Yayo on. What up, Kendall? What up, G's? So Banks is like, yeah, you pretty much had the pick of the litter. You know what I mean? You could pretty much grab anybody you wanted. They would all, yeah, that's where I was going with that. Joe Budden asked Banks if he felt guilt over the way people look at Ja Rule's catalog. Now, Ja Rule's catalog. Guys, this is an interesting one. Ja Rule's catalog is probably worth about half as much as it would have been. Like if 50 Cent never had a career, Ja Rule's catalog would more than likely be worth about double. How sad is that? How sad is that? You know, it might even be a quarter. It might literally even be worth a quarter of what it, you know what I mean? Because of the fact that 50 Cent came in and crumbled his empire. So that was a good question. You know what I mean? Because if 50 never existed, and I know it's kind of an asshole thing to say, to suggest that somebody might have never existed. You know what I mean? Never mind what they tried to do to Fifth. You know what I mean? Like if 50 Cent went to school and became a doctor, you know what I mean? If 50 was a doctor and all that other shit, just he never did it. Let's just put him out of the equation like that. Ja Rule's catalog would be worth so much right now, you guys. Like legit. Ja Rule's catalog would be worth so much right now if 50 Cent would never came into the music industry. Yeah, and Detail says Ja Rule's catalog is still worth a lot, though. But you know what, man? You know what, man? You know what, in regard to Ja Rule's catalog still being worth a lot, you know, Ja Rule at this point, when you look at the flyers, I think it says Ashanti and Ja Rule at this point. Or it says Ja Rule and Ashanti. It's pretty much one of those twofers. It's a buy one, get one free. It's a twofer. That's what you got there. You know what I mean? I'm glad that those two have connected in a way where their music actually can get them performances. It's a beautiful thing. And you got to think about it in regard. Look what Irv Gotti just did. The major deal that Irv Gotti just did, y'all. 300 million or something like that. I hope Ja Rule's I hope all of Ja Rule's music wasn't just included in there. I really hope that. You know, I hope Ja Rule has a nice portion to still sell of his own, or maybe he collected in some of that. But yeah, Ja Rule's catalog is still worth something. But in all honesty, it's gone down drastically. His first 3 albums are the biggest albums. The CMC stuff he did, I mean, some people are going to want that. And then the stuff he did after, Blood in My Eye, Last Temptation, RULE. So I guess he had 3 and 3. 3 and 3. Does anybody look at any of the other albums after RULE, really? Do we look at the Pain is Love 2 album, really? Let me know if you guys consider that. I mean, obviously, it's a part of Ja Rule's catalog, but it was the album that didn't drop on a major. Code Red, 50 is like the kite. I'm trying to 50 is more like the string on the kite. You know what I mean? Because each rapper could be their own kite, but it's about if they're going to stay attached to that string so the string can lead them and hold on to them and make sure they just don't fly away and they're gone. You know what I mean? 50 needs to kind of like keep them in a position of flying. Otherwise, they're just blown out of here. Yeah, Ja probably got a piece of that. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, come on, TJ. Come on, TJ, bro. He said that's effed up shit. LOL. A dude needs to never be born for someone to be worth something. Oh my God. That's too much. That's too much. Come on, man. I was just stating an obvious fact. If 50 Cent never came into the music industry, Ja Rule would be worth a lot more right now. Ja Rule probably would have never lost his deal at he probably would have never lost his deal at Def Jam. You know what I mean? They would have never dropped his ass. Demo says Ja Rule is a legend. I hope he can get back. Ja Rule's a good ass dude, man. Ja Rule had me into his studio to do an interview. Ja Rule said I was a crazy ass dude and he really liked my shit. That's what he said. I don't really get it, but that's what he said back in the day. I don't know why Ja Rule did that joint with Bobby Brown. But let's see what Lloyd Banks said about this, though, you guys. Did he feel bad for what he did to Ja Rule's catalog? Joe Budden's like, it doesn't feel like the new generation hold Ja Rule in high regard. Someone said they don't hold Jay in high regard. Man, people look at Jay-Z like Zeus. You know what I mean? People look at Jay-Z like Zeus. Ja Rule is a little bit different because, Ja Rule falls into a category of rap, whereas Jay-Z falls into a category of one of the leaders of rap. Ja Rule falls into a genre, whereas Jay-Z falls into one of the leaders. Banks is like, what are we gauging this off? If you look at it, a lot of the records from the drill artists, they will take a record from the early 2000s. And he said, in Karma, I was in the studio. A younger artist was doing a remix of Karma, I guess, a remix to Karma. So all those records in the times with the Nellys, he brought up Nelly. A lot of people would compare Nelly to Ja Rule back in the day. They mentioned the dip of Nelly and the dip of Ja Rule. The dip of Nelly and the dip of Ja Rule was much different, though. The dip of Nelly was more self-inflicted. Nelly actually took a step back after his multi-successful Sweat and Suit album. So let me see here. So Joe Budden is like, Nelly's classics are still regarded as classics. I still see kids request. He did some singing. It was actually Dilemma. He said, I don't know if that's true about Ja Rule. He doesn't know if that's true about Ja Rule, where his music is still regarded as classic. Banks is like, no. So they asked if he felt bad about messing up Ja Rule's catalog. Lloyd Banks says no. Lloyd Banks rides with 50. I think it's all fair play because even with G-Unit, when you have an impact that strong, you kind of like, we hit our point too. They're not the only ones affected. We're affected by the damage too. I'll give you a perfect example. Around 2008, I started seeing shit. Banks pretty much started saying that he saw the shift of the music industry pretty much go over to, he saw the shift of the music industry pretty much go over to the blogs. Lloyd Banks then said he started actually reaching out to the blogs. He said he actually started reaching out to the blogs and started getting in tune with them for the future. You know what I mean? Because he knew that he was going to have to start releasing his music on those blogs. Pretty smart, man. Pretty smart. But also a good way to water yourself down. You know what I mean? A good way to water yourself down. Your music should not be free on the internet, Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks's music should be for sale in a store. So at that point in time, the last days of selling albums, 2 years after Lloyd Banks' second album, he's thinking about now putting his music on the internet. Lloyd Banks had a few good years to sell albums left. But he was smart. He saw the future. But in reality, he was an artist that was selling albums out of the store as well. He just didn't have the right deal. You know what I mean? Wow, let me see this. Kendall says, it's all about getting pushed. If Lior didn't bring a picture of 50 in his office during a meeting with the Gottis, maybe shit will be different. You must have forgot the impact of New York during the beef. So tell me, what did that do when Lior Cohen brought that picture of 50 into the office? Yep, Sweat and Suit album. That was a big album for Nelly, both of them. And then he followed it up with an album that just, what was the one that followed it up? Brass Knuckles, right? So I put that on Nelly. Nelly let his career go, you guys. I put that on Nelly. But in all honesty, Ja Rule, if you guys don't remember, Ja Rule was saying he was going to retire too. Ja Rule was like, I plan on retiring after my 4th album and I'm going to start making movies. He's talking about making movies. And what did he do when it came to making movies? In the chat, what movie did Ja Rule turn down to do Half Past Dead with Steven Seagal? What movie did Ja Rule turn down to do Half Past Dead with Steven Seagal? Somebody tell me in the chat right now. La da da. What? That's nuts. So you're telling me Lior had a picture of 50 and then Irv and them quit after that? That's crazy. That's crazy. I never heard no shit like that. I never heard no shit like that in my life. Oh yeah. Yo, Detail. That was the right order, right? Sweat and Suit and then Brass Knuckles followed, right? Nelly went so epically far after his major album. I think it was the Nellyville album, right? He went so far with that Sweat and Suit that there was just nowhere to go from there. That's right, Detail. Ja Rule turned down making Too Fast, Too Furious to make Half Past Dead. They came to Ja Rule. They said, Ja, Vin Diesel left. Ja, the director left. They both left to go make Triple X. And Ja Rule said, since they both left, Mikey T, the director left, Vin Diesel left, so Ja Rule left. That's what Ja told me. Guys, I think they were going to give Ja Rule the Roman role. I think they were going to make Ja Rule and Tyrese's role. Or another, who do you guys think Ja Rule would have played in Too Fast, Too Furious? Yep, he should have went. I think if it wasn't Tyrese's role, it probably would have been Luda's role, where he was the guy setting shit up and doing the boat races and stuff, maybe. He probably would have been like, yeah, man, since I lost the car race, I reinvented myself down here. Yeah, he was Edwin. He was Edwin Kendall, but I'm wondering what role they would have pushed him into, because I think they were going to make him a bigger role, or maybe they would have just had him as a side role like Ludacris. His waves was over after Air Force Ones. Yep, looks like it's time to twist up another L. Well, an official L. I rolled up a small L. I rolled up a small L for that joint right there, just because I wanted to be quick about it. Y'all, just so I wasn't taken away from the stream. But at this point, we're pretty much through all the news. Lloyd Banks doesn't give a shit. Lloyd Banks doesn't give a shit about none of the beef. He doesn't care about none of the beef that him and 50 were in. He's pretty much like over it. He's pretty much past it. And he pretty much has the real mentality of loyalty, unlike the game. The game wanted to run around and work with every single other artist, whereas 50 was like, yo, we got to keep it loyal to what I'm doing, to what G Unit is doing. We got to keep it loyal to the group. Man, these dudes, they done tried to make sure I didn't have a rap career, game. And now you've got Jadakiss and Fat Joe and Nas teaming up with them, and you want to go work with them, game? No, that's not going to work out for me. Like Lloyd Banks said here, they had a pick of a pile, an it pile. They could literally choose anybody they wanted to, you guys. They could have literally chose anybody. Anybody. Snoop. Game, are you serious? You're so pressed on working with Jada and Joe. You got Snoop right there to work with you. Snoop D-O-double-G. Did Snoop ever feature on the game? Snoop wasn't on the Doctor's Advocate. Snoop was not on the Doctor's Advocate, you guys. Yep. Yeah, that Nelly and Tim McGraw did crazy. Honestly, he should have saved it. But I think Nelly's big problem, tell me, Detail, how many years were in between Sweat and Suit and Brass Knuckles? How many years were in between those two albums? That is your problem. Because Nelly had a pretty good single. Nothing that I was too into, but he had a pretty good single for that one. And while we're at it, Detail, let everybody know the single for that one as well. Nelly wasn't doing too bad on that. It's just that he lost the attention of the people. The whole South jumped on that Nelly wave. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. They jumped on it real quick, and he had two really good starting albums that obviously Nellyville was major. But then instead of just putting out a third album, the dude drops a double album. It was pretty genius, in my opinion, because look what happened to him upon releasing his fifth album. That's true, Mark. I do remember that as well. I do remember that as well, with Nelly doing a lot for health and for a lot for chemo. Yep. See, this was the major issue for Nelly. He took a 4-year hiatus. He literally made people forget about him, you know? And I want to say he came back and sold about 80,000 units of that Brass Knuckles album. T.I. Knee high. What was that? That's like a mixture of Nelly and T.I. But no, Nelly showed T.I. love, right, you guys? Nelly put T.I. on his album. I think Nelly even had Mace on his Suit album. But yeah, he had T.I. What track was T.I. on with Nelly? I remember T.I. did a feature with Nelly back then. But yeah, T.I., I mean, excuse me, Nelly had some good songs, man. E.I. was my favorite. E.I. was actually my favorite from the first album. But I mean, I guess you really can't stunt on If You Want to Come and Take a Ride with Me. You know what I mean? Everybody loves that song, man. If you can't find yourself playing that song, you're just a damn fool. You know what I mean? You're just a damn fool if you can't find yourself playing. That's probably I probably even like that one more than It's Going Down Down, or what's that It's Going Down Down song called? Is that just called Country Grammar? Yep. Yep, 84,000. Kendall, was the Get Loose song the one with T.I.? Yeah, I remember that. Want to see you get loose. I was a big T.I. guy back in the day, y'all. I wanted to see T.I. win. And I was glad when he ultimately got the opportunity to win. You know what I mean? Because honestly, when they took him off a Young Bucks album, I was like, yo. I was like, yo. I was like, it wasn't so much them taking him off the album. It was the fact that the verse sucked. You know what I mean? When I finally got to hear the verse, I was like, yo, that verse is trash, man. I see why they took that shit off the album. Damn, is T.I. really going to make it? Is T.I. really going to make it? All right, hold on. A lot of people are probably like, yo, Mikey T, you're talking a lot of shit right now on T.I.'s verse. You're talking a lot of shit on T.I.'s verse. You're talking a lot of shit about T. Post your comment in here, bro. I can't see it. Post it again, bro. Let's see. Let me see. T.I. Let me check it out. T.I. Stomp. T.I. lyrics from the song Stomp with Young Buck. Let's see if I can find the lyrics, you guys. Stomp. Okay, we got the T.I. lyrics here, you guys. We got the T.I. lyrics, I guess. Why are these ones here? I don't know. So we got the Stomp lyrics with T.I. So it was T.I. on the second verse. He said, "Ayy, 100 carats on the chest. I'm so true to this. Task force got my vest. I got a new bitch. Fans hate and talk shit, but I'm too legit. $1 million at a time till I'm super rich. Pimp squad G unit. F who you get. Ask your nieces and nephews. I'm the shit. Real dudes see the difference between you and this. Me getting beat down, that's Ludacris. My name rang from the streets and slang Mechanicsville. Dude, are you getting it? Dude, are you getting it? Rodney Dangerfield. No respect. I'm a vet. You can bet that. I caught some cases, but it's just a minor setback. And if I have to do some time, oh come on, man. And if I have to do some time, T.I.'s on some shit here. The game. What? How did I go to the games verse? Do they got all three verses here? Oh shit, that's pretty cool. All right, so let me see. Rodney Dangerfield, that's a minor setback. And if I have to do some time, I'll be right back with some thighs and some tries and a 6-pack. What? We hit the door, watch all the get back. They know we can do it like the road, but you ain't with that. You know who make the track bump, like to keep it crunk. It's choppers, hit your ass. You'll get, you'll, oh my God. It's choppers, hit your ass. You'll with it and you'll get stomped. That shit was all right, man. That shit was all right. I liked it. I'm not going to lie. I was shitting on it a little bit, but it was really good. I really like that. He said $1 million cash till I'm super rich. Pimp Squad, G Unit. I like that shit. Pimp Squad, G Unit. Because you all know he had to click the PSC. So that was actually pretty cool right there. You're right, Demo. You're right. That was controversial and classic. Oh. Luda bodied him. All right, let's go over it. Let's hear it. I like Game's verse. He came in unit, coming straight out of Compton. Lace up my G6s and I'm A-Town stomping. Got 10,000 cash in my pocket. Let the pump in cuz Luda and Young Buck always getting me into something. What? Low rider out front. I'm trying to get into something. Step on Banks' shoes one more time and I'm going to start busting. This dude was always about protecting the G Unit members. That's cool. That's cool that he shouted out Lloyd Banks, though, since we were talking about him earlier. He said, I'm a monster in this game, similar to the Loch Ness. My rhymes is nappy rooted. Some verses got to process. The truth in this booth. Ain't no doubt when I'm rapping. If I say it, I've either done it or it's about to happen. When I pull up to the Louis trucks on 26s, people dumb out. If life's a crap game, I'm rolling 7s on the come out. These rappers think I'm ignorant. Love saying my name because maintaining my fish tank and they house cost the same. Ask me, I'd say I made it. And it sure wasn't luck because hustlers relate to me and some are younger than Buck. You see, I'm married to the music, but we got a prenup. So if that bitch don't act right, I'm still getting my cut. My deals never get screwed. My contracts practice abstinence. I'm mastering this program, hazing these undergraduates. So pimping be easy. Quit catching these feelings because you worth a couple $100,000 and I'm worth millions. Nobody's thinking about you. Plus, your beats ain't legit. So please stay off the TIP of my dick. Yo, he killed that shit, man. Just going back into that, that was one of the most memorable diss verses of all time. You know what I mean? That was one of the most memorable diss verses of all time, especially when he's like, my deals never get screwed. My contracts practice abstinence. I'm mastering this program, hazing these undergraduates. So pimp and be easy and quit catching feelings because you worth a couple $100,000 and I'm worth millions. That was one of the crazy bars right there. Obviously, the send off, go home bar. You know what I mean? Let's ask the chat since I just read both. Verses. You guys. So let's ask the chat right now. I'm about to bring it to y'all in the chat. Man. I'm putting it up. I want y'all to vote in the poll right now. Guys. Everybody go hit that poll. Let me know what you think. Who won that? Verses right there? Who had the better verse? T.I. or Ludacris, y'all? T.I. or Ludacris? Who had the better verse on Stomp? Okay, let me put this poll up so y'all can vote in the poll. T.I. Ludacris. Who got it, you guys? Who got that one right there? I want to know what y'all think. So I'm looking at my poll on my YouTube channel, and I have a poll up. Who was your favorite rivalry that G Unit had? And the results are Ja Rule and Murder Inc. 62%, Jadakiss, Styles P and Sheek Luch 17%, The Game 11%, Rick Ross 7%, and Bang'em Smurf 3%. So Ja Rule and Murder Inc. is coming off as the favorite. Everyone's saying Luda, Luda, Luda. I'm smoking on that G5 actually tonight. I got to finish breaking it up so I can roll it up. About to roll up another L. About to roll up another L. Yo, appreciate you, Mark. Appreciate you, man. Had to come in with a little bit of swag on the podcast tonight. Had to come in a little bit of swag on the podcast tonight. You dig? You know what I mean? 2 podcasts, 1 day. Wanted to hit y'all with this news. Lloyd Banks did an amazing interview. Gillie the Kid put up one of the funniest memes today on Rick Ross, you guys. Straight up violated Rick Ross, man. The Lock It Up podcast. Come on, man. The Lock It Up podcast. We all know where that lock it up phrase came from. That was actually funny. I think it was Vince Vaughn. I think it was Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson who were doing that shit. But Rick Ross kind of like walked himself into that joke. You know what I mean? Okay, you're going to ask the world. You know what I mean? You're going to ask the world what your podcast name is going to be. Come on, man. Can't you just come up with the podcast name yourself? Like, you just walked yourself into that one because Gillie just had a field day on your ass. Go to Gillie's secondary YouTube page if you haven't seen the meme that Gillie posted about the Lock It Up podcast. If you guys have not seen the meme yet, you need to go check it out right now. Y'all need to go check that shit out right now. Gillie actually posted that Rick Ross's podcast would be called the Lock It Up Podcast. He said, at Rich Forever, I got the name for your podcast, The Mickey Mouse Show. The Mickey Mouse Show. Lock it up. I like it. Lock it up, man. That is too funny. Shit is too funny. Shit was too funny. I'm trying to see who actually commented on it, but I took a snapshot of it, so I can't just run down and look who commented on it and see who disrespected Rick Ross on Gillie's page, because that's where all this really started from, you guys. This whole thing started because Rick Ross commented on the Lil Wayne Gillie the Kid situation. You know what I mean? This whole thing started based on the Lil Wayne Gillie the Kid situation, where Gillie said that Lil Wayne ran away from him. Mac Main posted on his page the actual altercation. You guys can follow me on Instagram. Anybody on here want to follow me on the gram, I'd appreciate it. Anybody who follows me, I appreciate that shit, y'all. Also, go check out Lil Johnnie's music, OBH shit. Support OBH. Whatever artist from OBH you're going to support. I know a lot of people from OBH are doing their thing right now. Salute to all them. You know what I mean? Salute to my bro, Little Johnnie. Salute to everybody in Philly doing their thing. A lot of people working right now, man. A lot of people in New York working too. A lot of people in New Jersey working too. A lot of people in Massachusetts working too. You know what we doing on the East Coast, man. You know how we do on the East Coast? Yeah, we had already just covered that, TJ. You can take a look back a couple videos ago, bro. We already just covered that shit, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Ooh. Mark. Okay, Mark. Let's see, Mark. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Nas made you look. We might have to do this one another night, y'all. He's like, yo, ain't nothing but trouble, God. When I kick in the door with D Block, Bravehearts, and the double R, don't make me let that machine off. This is methadone music. You can get your lean off. Made you look the remix with me up on it. I copped your shit, now I break weed up on it. Yeah, that's some shit. I wanted to I didn't read that report about Meek yet. Is that a new thing, Kendall? You see what Ludacris got to Nas and Luda. I'm from the school of hard knocks, sneak peeks, and low blows. Where X marks the spot and kitchen marks the O's. Where loving's gonna get you and hating's gonna snitch you. Yeah, no, what do you mean? Ludacris went off on that shit. Don't know if he exactly got everybody else, though. And fingers squeeze triggers like boa constrictors. It's the Mr. Luda, Jada, and Nas, and our bullets give you deep tissue massage. So hear a song and dance while I make these ends. You never stood a chance like Siamese twins. They shooting, look in the barrel. Then he made the front page of the Miami Herald. Yeah, he had some shit on that, man. We in the 8-Town Journal as violent goons. You should print my information, quote my rhymes, and keep me in between these New York and LA Times. I'm just a victim of society. It's Chris the Menace with more shit out in the streets than evicted tenants. Let me see here. So Nas is like, yo, I grasped the ratchet, the blicky, the biscuit, the burner. The blicky, huh, Nas? The blicky, you want to bring me back there, huh, Nas? You want to bring me back to that blicky gang shit. You want me to be back on that blicky shit. You know what I'm saying? When you read that blicky shit, it just makes you be thinking about some shit from your past. You know what I mean? It makes you be thinking about some shit from your past. Then it makes you think about who you're rolling with now.
Lil Durk on rock with Mikey T, the movie star. You are now you're rocking, man. 300. Rocking, man. 300.
300. 300. I'm going to get the 300 tatted on my eyelids, you guys. 300. Damn, Luda's verse was hard on that shit, you guys. I don't know. Luda's verse was hard on that shit. I really like that shit Luda be doing. Even looking back on it now, it's just crazy, right? Looking back on it now, it's just pretty crazy to see what Luda was doing. But all right, you guys, let me do some open questions, y'all. Sorry about that. We should have got to do this a few minutes ago. We got through the topics a little bit ago. And after I finished the topics, we spoke on AR Rab's affiliate, Little Johnnie, with that breaking news about his current situation, getting arrested. We spoke on Lloyd Banks dismissing all the past G-Unit beef. And we spoke on Gillie the Kid hitting Rick Ross with that funny ass meme. That lock it up. Come on, Gil. You just violated the boss. You just violated the biggest boss that I've seen thus far. You just violated the biggest boss I've seen thus far. Nah, man, we ain't ducking shit, bro. We ain't ducking shit, bro. We ain't ducking shit, bro. Sorry, I just don't know who you are, man. Mark, Drake did to Meek what 50 did to Ja. Maybe not to that severity. Yeah, Meek Mill certainly regained his career, Mark. Meek Mill was able to go back up and sell just about a 250,000 records in a week. Now, the last album didn't do that well, The Expensive Pain, but that album was snap, snap, snap. I bet you Meek could release 3 albums that do that well a year. You know what I mean? But still, 3 albums, 80, 80 and 80, 160, 160, that's 240. So 3 albums that sell 80,000 in a year still doesn't even equal that 250,000 albums that he drops, and when he drops a really good album. So we're going to have to really figure out the Meek Mill release schedule. That's something that is going to have to be figured out, because they obviously don't want to just sell 80,000 units. Yeah, please don't play yourself coming onto my video, bro. Please don't play yourself coming onto my video. You can either come on here and have a good time, or you can come on here and have a really good time. You know what I'm saying? Because we all be interacting in the chat. We all be having a great time. We vibing each other. We vibing off of each other's, interest and off each other's knowledge and shit like that. Yup, you're right, Demo. You're 100% right. Because right now, Meek Mill is at a position where he's going to be able to make as much money as he did in the last 10 years, probably in 1 to 2 years. So Meek is in a very good position. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next. He has a lot of things going with Reform. He has a lot of things going with new artists. I'm hoping some of those artists can blow up in the very near future. What? Bro, please. Don't. We were literally just, I was literally just on Freeway's page today. Freeway actually had posted a picture of somebody sending him like 20 songs. It wasn't even Freeway's 20 songs. It was just one of Freeway's supporters sending 20 songs that he could do for verses. Yeah, they had What We Do, 1-900 Hustler, all types of songs. Flip Side, One for Petey, 2 Words, All My Life with Nate Dogg, still in effect. You know what I'm saying? Just Blaze, international player. Like he has a whole bunch of records, and 8 Miles and Running with Hove. Like, come on, man. And Freeway, I seen Freeway was commenting with some other people, and Freeway was pretty much like, yo, this isn't even the list I put together. This isn't even the list I put together. Mad people were commenting on Freeway's page. I believe Wayno was commenting on it as well, man. So, yeah, so to ask about a few Freeway records, no, it's not that hard to name Freeway records. Freeway has been putting out albums on majors, albums on independents, and now I believe he's back with Rock Nation once again. It's great that Jay-Z can lock people in like Free, like Jim Jones, who are obviously, known throughout the country. Mark says, I feel like Meek should be a boss CEO situation instead of just being an artist. Yeah, he's past that, Mark. He's way past that. He's not in the position where he's an artist like that anymore. French Montana recently just got out of that position as well. French Montana is actually in position where he's now dropping albums. French Montana is dropping albums on an independent scale. Yep. Kendall says, do you think the music industry is all about politics? Ja had people turn on him once 50 came out of the industry is nobody's friend. It's all about being used. Yeah, a lot of people, everybody in the industry jacked Ja Rule before 50 came out. That's the truth of it. That's the truth of the matter. Ja Rule was even friends with Eminem. He was even friends with Eminem before it. You know what I mean? But Ja Rule at a certain point in time had the whole industry turn on him. You know what I mean? He had the whole industry turn on him from the point where everybody wanted to work with Ja to the point where nobody really cared if they worked with Ja. How was 50 going to feel about it if we work with Ja? Ja Rule ended up having to put Bobby Brown on his single. And I don't think that really had anything to do with the 50 effect, because it was really more so underground at that point. It was really still an underground thing. I believe Last Temptation dropped, what was it, November of 2002? No. Excuse me. No. 2002. That was Rule 336. Hold on. Let me get my dates right now. Let me get my date right now. Because because Pain is Love. Pain is Love really? Let me get my dates right now, you guys. Wow. I was right. It was November of 04 for The Last Temptation. November of 02, excuse me. It was November of 02. Jesus. And his 04 album was RULE. Both of them had a pretty similar reception. Let me see what the first week sales were. 165,000 for RULE. And I think The Last Temptation actually did a little 237,000 copies. But that was a major like loss after Pain is Love came out. Pain is Love was sold over 3 million copies. Pain is Love did, and I want to say it only did like 360,000 first week. Freeway got the hood on smash. Oh, yeah. I hope Freeway is holding up well. Yes, man. You know, Freeway went through a couple of traumatic events, man. And he really has a good heart, because even going through his kidney issues, you know what I mean, Mark? Even going through his kidney issues, he still reached out to Dark Low and still wished him well. You know what I mean? These guys stuck together. When Low told me that story, I was like, damn. I was like, that is some real ass shit. When Low told me the story of Benny the Butcher and the Griselda guys actually coming to the hospital, it gives me a newfound respect for some of the camaraderie that these guys have, y'all. You know what I mean? Freeway calling up Dark Low to talk about the situation. You know what I mean? Dark Low would end up getting another kidney as well. You know what I mean? That shows you something. That shows you that you've got to have faith. You know what I mean? You got to remain hopeful. That's what we got here. TJ says, oh, okay. I knew I used to be a fan for a reason. Yeah, man. 1-900 Hustler, man. Yeah, man. Did Yeezy actually give Beans that bread? I'm not sure if that was a real thing, bro. I think Beanie Siegel denied that being a real thing. Yup. Facts. Fat Joe, Jadakiss, you know what I mean? People that knew Ja Rule from back in the day when Ja Rule was running with X, when running with Jay. These people that remembered him from back then, they're not going to turn their back on Ja. I respected the hell out of that from them. Also, Nas. You know what I'm saying? Also, Nas. I don't know what kind of a relationship Shine had, but Shine as well. I don't really know what their relationship was like with Shine and Murder Inc. before Shine got locked up. But Shine as well, man. Shine ended up working with Irv Gotti and Ashanti, giving Ashanti a light on that Jimmy Choo record when Shine actually filmed a music video from the jail cell. Ja's first album was crazy. Yup, Veni Vidi Vici. Bilo said Ja only had one good album. The rest was for the ladies. Ja's first album, Veni Vidi Vici, was good. I think his second album, Rule 336, was better. I think the Rule 33, controversial, you guys. Am I crazy for saying Rule 336 is better than The Massacre? Rule 336 was a really good album. Pain is Love was really commercial. And then The Last Temptation just took the cake. It was like, come on, dude. No. It was like, no. Nope. He was rising. He was rising dramatically, Mark. From Veni Vidi Vici to Rule 336 to the ultimate fame of Pain is Love. And then after Pain is Love, that's when he started, as you say, gradually. He started to gradually slip down. But then he had the singles. But Mesmerized just wasn't as big as Always on Time. Mesmerized wasn't as big as I'm Real. You know what I mean? Thug Lovin' with Bobby Brown wasn't as big as Living It Up. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, man. I know that Usher wasn't actually ready for it. It's not like Usher had Yeah out at the time. So Usher really wouldn't have made sense. Usher really wouldn't have made sense to actually be on the Thug Lovin' record. Guys, who do you think would have been made more sense than Bobby Brown? Put some things up. I'm going to go grab this vitamin water. Let me see. Please, detail. Come on, bro. I know you're my detail guy. Yep. Shine released a diss song from the Jail on 52. No, you're not crazy. Oh, Hard White actually, Bilo, my guy Bilo actually likes Blood in My Eye. Clapback was super trash. Rule 336 was a great project. We gonna clap back. I like Clapback. I like Clapback as well. Tyrese would have sounded good on Thug Lovin'. I really like that song Tyrese had called Lately. That song Tyrese had, Lately, was dope. You know what I mean? I think that was the one, right? It was definitely not Stutter. It was definitely not Stutter. Shout out to Fifth. Shout out to Fifth. Spin Barrel says Jada was the only one who gave 50 a run for his money. I'd say Game. I'd say Ross and Jada. I'd say those are the top three right there. Game, Jada, Ross. Anybody else? Am I missing? Nas, obviously. So that's 4. Who else is there? Jesus. Detail says, I think Bobby. Bobby? You think Bobby should have just did Thug Lovin'? Jaheim or R. Kelly? Well, look what, I mean, R. Kelly ended up doing Wonderful, and it really didn't do much numbers for him. Jaheim did My Place, right? Jaheim did My Place with Nelly, and that wasn't the biggest hit. Yes, sir. 50, or Kiss and Game bodied 50. The Crown, y'all ain't gonna take my crown. Nah, that like J-Lo's ass. Like J-Lo's ass. Come on, man. Cameron, Roosevelt. Yep, there's another one. Yo, Stay Fly. Come on, bro. We all know Game got 50, bro. You really liked Not Rich, Still Lying. Not Rich, Still Lying was really weak. Yeah, Cam didn't get him. Cam didn't get 50. He got Cam on Funeral Music, right? He got Cam on Funeral Music and Hold On with Young Buck. Yeah, that's the only thing Cameron had in that. Curtis! He would be all like, yeah, what did he got him on? He got him on Funeral Music, right? He got him on Funeral Music and Hold On with Young Buck. It's like an ambulance. Always takes so long when you hit. Nah, that wasn't it. I don't think that was it, Roosevelt. I think 50 changed his album title because he wanted to get more personal. Like the album was actually supposed to be. Am I wrong, you guys? Did 50 just change it because of the Curtis was going all over the hood at that point? I thought it was kind of like 50 was trying to get more personal with it. That's why he switched the whole album. The whole album was supposed to be Before I Self-Destruct first. But you could be right, because that screams to me. It screams to me that 50 was trying to connect with the industry and the streets again, much like he did on the first two albums. Because if you can connect in the industry and you can connect in the street, then you pretty much got it made. What was this lyric from, Mark? I see clear that you tried to sabotage Jimmy. See what happens. See what happens when talk after sipping the. See what happens when you talk after sipping the Henny. Curtis was not a classic, Demo. What? Are you saying the Curtis album? Bro, are you saying the Curtis album was a classic? The Curtis album was not a classic, bro. The Curtis album, let's go over it. 50 Cent, Curtis, Wiki. Hope we don't lose all of our viewers for going over this album. The third studio album from 50 Cent, it sold 691,000 copies first week. This would be 50 Cent's last time selling this many units. After this, he went down to like 100 and something. Nah, bro. Roosevelt says, I think it was going to be called Ruler with an Iron Fist. I never heard about that. But since Curtis was popular, 50 flipped it, similar to how he brought the rights to G-Unit. Nah, I never heard about that, bro. I never heard about that album title. That doesn't really seem to be registering with me right now, bro, to be honest with you. I think, well, I know for a fact 50 Cent's third album was going to be called Before I Self-Destruct. He changed it. He changed it when he said he wanted to go for a more personal vibe. Before I Self-Destruct, I think would have been the better vibe, though. And then he could have came out renewed as Curtis. He messed up, though. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. That's 4 strapped riding in Grandma's Cadillac. The voice in my head says, F all these dudes. And then what did he say? Then he's gonna rob all these dudes. He's like, the voice in my head said, F all these dudes. And then what was the other line? The voice in my head says, rob all these dudes. Yeah, we're gonna go over that in a second. But wasn't that on the that was on the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack? That wasn't a diss. The voice in my head says, rob all these dudes. Man, let me look up the lyrics. I'm messing them shits up. Hard body. I can't even remember the song title, though. In the front, in the back, that's full riding strapped in Grandpa's Cadillac. The voice in my head says, rob all these dudes. I thought that lyric was crazy when he said that shit, because that was in the movie. You can pray for a miracle, and God might be hearing you. Is that what was the? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll whoop your head, boy. I'll whoop your head, boy. That wasn't part of the diss, though, right? That shit was hard, though. How to Rob, classic. Ghetto Quran. Yeah, that shit was hard, especially being used in the first scene of the movie. Whip your head, boy. And it was like the last song. It was one of the last songs on the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. Really? Yeah, it was not a diss. It was not a diss. Nah, it wasn't a diss. It was just kind of like a gangster song for the soundtrack. It's like the voice in my head. Work It. Oh my God. The Work It remix with 50 and Missy. That shit used to be all over. He had a couple remixes that used to be all over, huh? But let's get back into it. The Curtis soundtrack. So we got the intro, which is it's 50 seconds long. I can't remember how the 50 Cent intro went though, you guys. Can anybody give me any memory of the 50 Cent intro? My gun go off. I really didn't like it, you guys. I really did not like My Gun Go Off by 50 Cent. I was not a fan of My Gun Go Off. My Gun Go Off 50 Cent lyrics. Let's see. Let's see if I was crazy. It says, let's see if I was wilding for shitting on this song. He said, my gun go off. You see the barrel turning. You feel the hollows burning. Now you're learning. My gun go off. Call it attempted murder. I'm trying to murk you. When I come back busting, my gun go off. Okay, let's get to the damn verse. You can see it to believe it. Try to dodge and weave it. End up paraplegic. Believe me, it's easy. I'll hurt you. I'll murk you. I'll pop something, drop something. I ain't got to stop hunting. Run, run till you spun. One shot, one gun. 911. Emergency. It's murder beat. It's excellent. Execution. When I'm pulling the trigger. No mistake for the cake. I'm hitting you. Feel the flame. When I aim for the top of your brain. No, this one's not doing it for me, Fifth. This one is not doing it for me, Fifth. All that shit of I'll pop something, drop something. I ain't got to stop hunting. Run, run till you're spun. One shot, one gun. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that whatsoever. My gun go off. No. We're not feeling that one. Let's move on. Was anybody feeling that? Trash. Exactly. Trash. Man Down was dope. Man Down is dope. Let me see. 50 Cent. Man Down lyrics. Man Down is undeniably awesome. Man Down is an awesome track. Let me see here. He said the D's trying to pin a murder on me. In the precinct, they say I done murdered homie. I told my lawyer I ain't heard a homie. And everybody know my dude's murder for me. You see homo on your crib? It ain't a burglary, homie. They fitting to have me stuck in purgatory. I'm down to do the sticking. When it comes to the orgies, conventional methods of sex totally bore me. Wait, I'm getting sidetracked. Back to the story. They flash the lights. They want to rough me up, frisk me, find my burner, and cuff me up. But history repeats itself. They never learn. The units, the new. Yeah, this joint is cool right here. This joint is definitely cool right here. Man Down is a dope-ass song. Man Down is a dope-ass song. And we're getting to that one next. Still Will with Akon. I think that's next. So Man Down is a great song. I'll Still Kill. Let's see. I'll Still Kill is dope, I think, too. Akon was dope on it, I'll admit. And then 50 has some crazy lyrics on there. He's like, yeah, respect come from admiration and fear. You can admire me or you can catch one in your wig. You see the Testarossa, the toasters is right on my lap. So if a dude get out of line, then a dude will get clapped. I got an arsenal, an infantry. I'm built for this mentally. That's why I'm the general. I do what they pretend to do. Wow. Front on me now, and I'll be the end of you. Forget your enemies and think of what your friends will do. I drop a bag off and let a mag off. The heckler and the coach will tear the half of your ass off. 50 was crazy on this one. Another banger. Another banger right there. Let's take a look at the lyrics. Get This Money by G Dep. Let's see. All right, G Dep, Get This Money. G Dep, Get This Money lyrics. Let's see. Let me find a better place to read the lyrics from. Let's see if these lyrics, I want to know what y'all thinking here. Do these lyrics remind you of 50? He said, really, get smacked silly. You get smacked silly. Effing with these dudes from the what you gonna do when you ready. Shit, I was born ready. And I was already on fish and spaghetti. Creep with the culture. Rap, I can coach ya. Attack like a vulture. See what I told ya. Said I'd get you, wear it if it fits you. Y'all 13 inches, I see the big picture. If it's to get richer, I'd probably get with you. If not, burn it, get hot like a furnace. Shoot the video, city permits. We own the city on the phone with Diddy. Red bone pretty when she get aroused like the sucker own titty. Put it on the video. You want to holler? Gotta follow a dude. Here we go. Get you a ticket. The train don't miss it. Won't reach out. Yeah, I bet I won't visit. Yeah, this is not it, guys. I'm sorry. That is not it. Sounds like some lazy 50. Sound like 50 to me. Yeah, I Run New York is one of the best ones, man. Oh, he wrote Puffy's verse. Let's see if we can get to Puffy's verse on this one. My bad. Yeah, because that's who they saying he was writing for. Let's see. Puffy. Puffy doesn't have a verse on. Oh, here he goes. Hey, yo, call me Diddy. I run this city. Send the cops, the DA, and the feds to come get me. Cats want to leave me dead. You coming with me. Getting head in the Bentley. Red at 150. Straight lose it. Love two things, my family and my music. Might co-write and produce it. Drop mine. Hot 9 exclusive. Got y'all hawking like Yusuf. Can I break backs and stacks? It's no problem. Make raps and tracks and go Harlem. I get worldwide coverage. Get so many spots I don't even buy luggage. Y'all love it. Make moves major. Hide out in Asia. If your girl keep coming around, then I'm a blazer. I'm the bad boy flavor. Light blue gators. Not guilty and I'm filthy. Yeah, that's 50. That's 50 right there. Right there, the lyrics. Got so many spots I don't even buy luggage. I get worldwide coverage. Got so many spots I don't even buy luggage. That's 50 right there. 50 is the type of dude who doesn't even pack. He just goes on a trip and buys shit when he gets there. Let's get back to the album, though. Because right now we have two bangers and one dud. I Get Money. Do we really need to go over the I Get Money lyrics, guys? Let's see if we can get one. 50 Cent, I Get Money lyrics. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not going to do the vitamin water, sold it for $2 bullshit. Let's go to the second verse. You can call this my new shit, but it ain't new though. I got rid of my old bitch. Now I got new hoes. First it was the Benzo. Now I'm in the Enzo. Ferrari, I'm sorry. I keep blowing up. They call me the cake man. Strawberry shake man. I spray the AR, make your whole click break dance. Backspin, headspin, flatline. You dead then. 9 shells, Mac 10. Who want to get it cracking? I was young, I couldn't do good. Now I can't do bad. I ride, wreck the new Jag. I just buy a new Jag. Nah, why you mad? Oh, you can't do that? I'm so forgetful. They calling me cocky. I came in out the jeweler. They calling me Rocky. It's ice on my neck. Man, the wrists in my left hand bling like blow. Woo! Damn, 50 is Yo, that shit was hard. That shit was hard, yo. Wow. 50's. Wow, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. What do we got next? What do we got next? We got Come and Go. I don't think there's any way this song could be good, even though it's produced by Dr. Dre. Even though it's produced by Dr. Dre. Even though this is produced by Dr. Dre, I don't think it could be good, y'all. Really sad. Come and Go, featuring Dr. Dre, produced by Dr. Dre. Also, shout out to Apex. He be in the chat and shit like that. Apex be in the chat, the producer of I Get Money. Let's see what we got here. I'm really dreading singing these or doing these lyrics, man. So what do we got here? Bring them in, bring them in, bring them in, kick them out. You ain't freaking, we ain't speaking, bitch. Kick them out, kick them out. It's Dr. Dre and 50 Cent trick. Really lame. I was really not feeling this when they first did that shit. So they say he couldn't do it. Look, now I did it. I topped in the club. I'm still sipping the bub. The drama, I'm with it. I get biz. You get it? I breezed on the shit it. I split. You're with it. That's why a dude's bidded. I can't forget it. I said I didn't do it. Witnesses said I did it. I'm fresh out on bail. My Benz is all kitted. 5 TVs. My rims is sitted. I cruise through. Your bitch just fell in love with it. Baby, come in, girl. I want to give it to you. Once I'm in, it's on. I'm a freak with it. Money comes, quit it. Hot shit, I spit it. G-Unit, Kiddix. Blue New York, fit it. Yeah, we're going to stop right there, you guys. Blue New York, fit it. Let me see. What is it? Baby girl, come in, girl. I want to give it to you. Once I'm in, it's on. I'm a freak with it. Money comes, quit it. Hot shit, I spit it. G-Unit, Kiddix. Blue New York, fit it. Shorty want to cut. Oh, yeah, I'm with it. She comes to my hotel room. She knows she going to get it. It's exercise, my homie. He's been waiting. He's next in line. Oh, my God. What? It's exercise, my homie. He's been waiting. He's next in line. That is some weird shit, Fifth. They can't do it how I do it. I'm number one. I knew it. I do my thing, and gangsters bop to it. Once you say gangsters bop to it in one of your songs, once you ever say gangsters bop to it in one of your songs, you know that song is just done. I seriously can't believe that. That was whack. That was even more whack than My Gun Goes Off, you guys. We have 2 duds right now. But right now, 50's already got 3 greats and 2 duds. Ayo technology, you guys. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like this. I hated it back in the day. I did not like it back in the day. Let me check it out. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's see. I'm going to go to the second verse. He goes, I guess I got to do the first verse. 50 said, she's a working girl. She worked the pole. She break it down. She take it low. She fine as hell. She bout the dough. She doing her thing out on the flow. Her money, she make it. Look at the way she shake it. Make you want to touch it, make you want to taste it, have you lusting for it, going crazy face it. Now don't stop, get it. The way she shake it, make you want to hit it. Think she double jointed from the way she split it. Got your head effed up from the way she did it. She's so much more than you used to. She know just how to seduce you. Wow, 50's crazy on that one, man. That one's all right. We're going to give him an all right on that one, man. We're going to give him an all right on that one, man. That one's not that good. He's like, she can hit it. She wants to get it. She's going to split it. You know, I'm with it. And can I get it? Can I hit it? Can I split? Come on, Fifth, man. What were you trying to do there, man? You were trying to make something up. You were trying to make up a cool little catchy thing there. Didn't really work. And the single didn't work either. Follow My Lead. Oh my God. Follow My Lead. This can't go good. This can't go good, you guys. This cannot go good. Let's see how this goes. Follow My Lead featuring Robin Thicke. So let's see what 50's got here. Don't listen to the rumors. They say 50 crazy. 50 don't know how to treat a lady. I like you a lot. I don't want to hurt you, but I call a square and a circle a circle. So if you act like a bitch, I'll call you a bitch. Then hang up, probably call you right back and shit. And I have to say, baby, I apologize. Cross my finger. God forgive me for telling lies. Like Janet Jackson said, I miss you so much. I really want to feel your touch and smell your scent. Baby, can I pass the day watching you model lingerie? I want to spend the night tonight, shorty, if it's okay. You can be my Beyonce. I'll be your Jay. Ha ha. I got a sense of humor. First I make you smile, then I woo you. You know I want to do you, or do you? Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let's give him one more shot here. After 7 hours, New York to London, you wondering what's going to be the next stop? Yeah, lazy rhyme scheme. Yeah, we're about to get off of this one. Oh my God. He said, next stop, I told you, I'm a Don. You're going to know I'm a Don. I'm a Don. You're going to know I'm a Don. After you shop till your feet hurting in Milan. Now take a picture. These are moments you can cherish. They say the scenery was made for lovers out in Paris. Ask your fan about me. They say 50, we love him. Without them, there's no me. So I love them. Man, they're the reason I exist, the reason I insist. I'm never less than the best. I'm perfection, I guess. Oh my God, we're off of that, man. We're off of that one. Those are two very weird cuts from 50 Cent in a row. So he went that, he really did those. That's what he did on those. He did Straight to the Bank and Follow My Lead. Oh no, he did Follow My Lead and AO Technology. Now we're doing Moving On Up. Hopefully 50 Cent could bring it back with Moving On Up, you guys. Hopefully 50 Cent could bring it back with Moving On Up, y'all. Hold on, let me get this from my computer plugged in. Now, I know I don't like the hook on Moving On Up, so I'm going to go over that as well. I got to see if I can change my opinion on that. 50 Cent, Moving On Up, Genius. You go to Genius, go to AZ Lyrics. All those, been using those for years. AZ Lyrics, obviously, first, but Genius is the dopest shit now. So he said, I run the show now. I got the blow now. You want to hold now. You can come cop. I'm on the low now. I got the full pound in case I'm get shot. The only time is coming slow down. See, they know now. I won't hesitate to make shit hot. These will shut down your block after you're shot down. We're going to come through and set up shit. Oh, man. How I change shit, rearrange shit. See, for you, dog, this is new shit. I'm from Southside. We do this. They say I'm grimy. It's hard to find me. When the sun lighting up the sky. They want to line me. Try and go ahead. I dare you. Okay, Jesus. Hook. We're moving on up. Yeah, we getting that dough for show. We moving on up. Y'all get chromed up. Yeah, I'm trying to remember this shit, man. And this is a very weak song. Moving on up. 50 Cent, Moving On Up. Very weak song, you guys. That's the next album. Before I Self-Destruct album. I don't like Moving On Up, Hot Fudge. I'm not big on it. Yeah, Moving On Up is not good. Let me, maybe one more verse. Let's see. Oh, no, I already backed out of it. I got the dough now. Blue now. Let's see. He doesn't even have another verse on this. No, verse 2. About my bread now. I'll cut your head now. You know you eating. You should be dead now. I hold the Glock down. I got to drop now. I'm eating. Yeah, I remember that shit kind of. The beat's interesting. Let me see who produced that. Moving on up, Jake One produced it. Oh, great. Straight to the bank. Finally, we can get some good 50 lyrics here, you guys. Straight to the bank. Finally, we can get some good 50 lyrics. Hopefully, I'm not regretting this. He said, I'm in my Lambo, maggot, my fofo. Doors lift up. I'm like, go, go, get. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What did I do to myself? What did I do to myself here? I'm here rapping, go, go. I should be hanging out over in my other room. I should be hanging out in my other room, smoking blunts, playing some PS5. And I'm here singing about, rapping about go, go, gadget, man. Jesus. Mike, life is too short. Life is too short, Mike. He said, doors lift up. I'm like, go, go, gadget. See, the shit I got on, homie, I'd hate too. My Teflon on, boy, my government issued. I'll hit your vertebrae, bullets rip through your tissues. Your wife on the futon, hugging the shih tzu. Homie, you a bitch. You got feminine ways. Heard you got 4 lips and you bleed for 7 days. I got 4/5 and bananas on the K's and got more whips than a runaway slave. Me and Yayo go back like some high top fades. When I made 50 mil, M got paid. When I made 60 mil, Dre got paid. When I made 80 mil, Jimmy got paid. I ain't even got a rap now. Life is made. Said I ain't even got a rap now. I'm filthy, man. That shit. I loved how he did that breakdown right there when he was like, when I made 50 mil, M got paid. When I made 60 mil, Dre got paid. When I made 80 mil, Jimmy got paid. How did y'all feel about that, though, guys? You know what I mean? How did y'all feel about that one, though, when he said those? Did it kind of throw you off how he was doing the same lyrics so many times in a row? Or did you guys like to repeat that, is what I'm wondering. Well, Hate It or Love It. Hate It or Love It's not on this album, bro. Hate It or Love It's not on this album. Let me see. I keep nothing but $100 bills in the bankroll. I got the kind of money that the bank can't hold. Got it off the streets, moving bundles and O's. 73 Caprice, old school when I roll. Breeze pass with the E-Pass, F the toll. No more platinums, I'm wearing gold. I'm internationally known as the kid with the flow that brings enough dough. It's never enough though. Shit, I need mo. New shit up out the stove. Baby blue was old, fresh out the flow. Stash pots by the dash box in case they want war. Make the purple, bring the green in. F the law. I'm oh so raw. I'm hot for sure. I'm like the coolest motherfucker across the globe. Oh yeah, that shit brought up some memories when he was like, stash box by the dash pots in case they want war. Make purple, bring the green in. Make purple, bring the green in. F the law. I'm oh so raw. Hot for sure. All right, guys. Oh, man. Amusement. So Straight to the Bank was awesome. So right now we got 3 whack ones. We got like 4 good ones. Maybe it's actually it might be a little bit different. Amusement Park, guys. This has got to be bad. This has got to be bad, you guys. I don't know if this could be bad. I don't know if this could be good. Amusement Park lyrics, 50 Cent. I don't know if this could be good, guys. I hope y'all are enjoying the end of the podcast tonight. We're going over. Somebody told me to go over this album. We're going over it. This was pretty much like Candy Shop Part 2 to me. You know, he said, "Good evening, ladies." We're going to go to the second verse. I'm not doing that shit. Verse 2. Now you can ride the horse around the carousel. Explosions, Trojans, all in the hotel. Put me to the test, girl. I don't fail. I work it out without a doubt. There's plenty water rides. I'm sure to get you wet in the park. Have you lustin', seductions, considered an art. Throw a hoop around the bottle. I'll be your teddy bear. Whatever color you like. You know I don't care. I I really want to thank you for attending this affair. Now go encourage your friends to come have fun here. I smile when I speak, but I'm being sincere, and your pass is valid all summer, my dear. Oh my God, Jesus! There's a reason. Yep, amusement park definitely was. Yep. What song you talking about, Hot Fudge? Amusement park was definitely Candy Shop Part 2. Was not big on it. What are we moving on to next? We are moving on to Fully Loaded Clip, which I did not like. Let's take a look at Fully Loaded Clip, you guys. I want to see how Fully Loaded Clip does. Here. So we're not going to do none of the hook because I thought the hook was kind of annoying how he kept on mentioning different rappers. He said, "You want a problem with me? No problem. It's all good. I ain't fresh out of the hood. I'm still in the hood. Black rims, black Hemi. See me when you see me. I appear, then disappear with the heater like a genie. That party and bullshit get your ass popped. Don't believe me? Ask Fab. They got his head shot. I'm in the cut like germs. I do dirt like worms. Smoke on weed, not sherm. It's my turn. I fire on your ass. Them hollow tips burn, baby, burn. I'm screaming F the cops, riding around with my Glock. There's my pistol on my bitch. F the box. That's how P got knocked. That's a jewel I drop. But you ain't peeped that. Go ahead, repeat that. You might learn a little something if you're going to learn. Stop fronting. I make it look easy. On 3-piece BBs. Rolling Loken up early with the dope man. Rolling Loken up early with the dope man. I don't like it. Amusement park, shake my head. Yep. But Justin Timberlake, him and Timberland, they could have made something so much better than AO Technology. Magic Stick is the wrong album, though, bro. Magic Stick wasn't on this album. Where are we going next, you guys? Wow, we really got to do it. We really got to go over Peep Show. Great. The song really was the worst 50 Cent and Eminem collaboration ever. Till the sun comes up every night. We party till daylight. We be getting it in. Come on, we getting it in. Little Hennessy, a little juice in the gin. It's not a fantasy. It's not pretend. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it again. Till the sun comes up every night. We're going to party till the daylight. I shouldn't have to tell you, shorty, you should know. I'm really getting into your freak show. You give me a little baby, then I want more. ODB said, I like it raw, exotic, erotic. We move it on the floor. Enough to make a dude lose control. I'm down to go wherever you want to go. You got a man, I keep it on the low. Shit is whack, man. Like, what the hell, 50? Why would you do that? That's whack. 50 on the hook. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. On your mark, get set, girl. Now here we go. Racing off to see Yo Peep Show. It turned me on to see you on the floor. When you're breaking it down, keep breaking it down. That shit was so annoying. Let's see what Eminem had on this shit, man. Because this shit is just why? Why would you put this on your album, Fifth? Well, I know why. Because Eminem was on it. Gatman and Robin was on the Massacre album. He said, "Don't do Peep Show, please." Mark, you're hilarious. Let's get through the. I did fit these lyrics; they were really bad. He said, "Come to me now. You don't come to me now. Apple in your mouth, tackled on the couch, shackled in the house. I'll be back in about 20 minutes or less with my Hannibal mask. The way you wiggle around and giggle in the cage, I knew I couldn't wait to get you off of the stage. From the moment I met you, had to let you know. I just wanted to get you through my bedroom door. You're making me feel like I'm in middle school still. You squeal like, wow, this guy is weird. This guy is weird with that shit, but I see what he's trying to do. I see what he's actually trying to do by actually creating a song that makes you feel like you're in the element. You know what I mean? 50 shit was just kind of like mentioning old dirty bastard and doing it quick like that. It didn't go together. Like, it didn't go together. These guys, you need to come together and create a theme for a record. You know what I mean? You got to actually stick to the theme as well. 50 doesn't seem to follow the themes too well. Like, Eminem had that song. We'll talk about that when we review another album. Let me see. What's next? I'm sorry I went over Peep Show, you guys. Jesus, that was one of the worst songs. Nope, I'm wrong. Fire might be the worst song. Fire lyrics. Fire, 50 Cent lyrics. The song with Nicole Scherzinger and Young Buck that really could have been a single. It really could have been a single, but they didn't do anything with it. So we got I make it hotter, friction turn to fire. You're what I desire. I'm coming to get you, girl. That's right. That's right. It's on tonight. You're just my type. You're what I like. I bring that heat. You heard me right. Everywhere I go, let's go. Something new. It's another episode. What the hell is this, man? Buck had the best part of the song. Buck had the best part of the song where he's like, let me take these bricks and break them down. If you want, I can serve them by the pound. Shorty know what she got when I want to flip. Baby girl, tell me you can handle it. He had the best part. He had the best part. Buck easily had the best part of that song. What the hell was 50 doing on that? Talking about all these weird, cringe lines. Just embarrassing. Next. Probably my favorite song on the album. Probably my favorite song on the album, and that's All of Me. That's All of Me, y'all. That's probably my favorite song on the album with Mary J. Blige. Thank God Mary J. Blige worked with 50 Cent after that horrible Hot Rod song. I think this might have been before it, though. I'd have to do a fact check on the year. So Mary J. had a great song. So 50 comes in. He's like, let's start with the moon and the stars, whatever you're into. The money I acquire, mama, make it all simple. Flashback 03, paparazzi flashing flicks. I moved away, hustle hard. Now I got a sick stash. Tell me you miss me, baby. Come here and kiss me. I'm sorry for saying this was my favorite song on the album, guys. Let me take that back. Tell me you miss me, baby. Come here and kiss me. Mwah. It just happened so quickly. Feels like I hopped off a bus and got in a Bentley. It's gangsta, my music, even when it's the smooth shit. You can hate me because I hurt you, but I ain't mean to do it. And predicted it all. I don't know how he knew it. He said women from Hollywood, they're liar, liar, liars. You F them, they get you heated, deny you like Mariah. Fast forward to 06. I'm still on fire. The world is still turning. My records are still earning. Dough come quicker. Dough come quicker. Flow gets sicker and sicker. Straight up and down, baby. I'm a special kind. What the hell are those lyrics, man? Can we just please rhyme? Can we make sensible rhymes here, man? 50's lyrics on this are really throwing me off. He said, life is short, baby. Be a part of my dreams. I own a Ferrari. I own Ferrari horses. My Lamborghini leans. So I have dudes hating on me. God gave me a gift. I'm supposed to be rich. I'm supposed to ride through the hood and make these dudes sick. When my homies put in work, they're supposed to get hit with a piece of the chain thick and go and buy them some bricks. I ain't make that up. This is how it's supposed to be, kid. You should feel like a lifer that gets back at that time. When I smile, your smile should be as big as mine. Girl, to know me is to love me. I'm one of a kind. Even when you hate me, you love me. Forever, you're mine. What a poem from 50 Cent there, huh? Wow. You're hilarious. But you saw the music video, right, Spin? I like the Young Buck part of the hook when Young Buck is like, I'm going to take these bricks and break them down. If you want it, buy the pound. Yeah, Young Buck has some shit on that, Review the Power of the Dollar album. Yeah, I'll review it on another episode. Unless somebody sends in a super chat right now, but I'll review it on another episode for sure. So let me see. We're going to move on from there. What's next here? We got Curtis 187. Not looking forward to this at all. Curtis 187 lyrics. But the next ones are going to be good. They're with Tony Yayo, Touch the Sky. I'm looking forward to that. Crazy. No promo over there for the Hot Rod joint. I just don't get how you do a record with Hot Rod and Mary J. Blige and then you just let it sit. Or Before I Self-Destruct. Yeah, Before I Self-Destruct would be cool. Curtis 187. Let's see what we got here. I was a snotty nose, nappy headed, dirt ball, saying I can't wait till I get a little bigger. After getting jumped, thinking I wish let me get to the second verse, man. What the hell is that shit? Thinking I wish I had a gun. It was Kangols, Gazelle shades, Pumas and corn braids, do-rags on the waist, brass knuckles, switchblades, ski masks to get paid, new shells to get sprayed, hood rats to get laid, money to get made. Yeah, I had a dream. I was rich. I woke up broke. Gun in my hand saying, damn, dope cost 60 a gram. I feel like I said that lyric totally wrong. Yeah, I had a dream. I was rich. Woke up broke. Gun in my hand saying, damn, dope cost 60 a gram. I got to find Mia, line Mia, and say, give it up, kid, before I put one in your wig. Picture me thirsty, riding around foaming out the mouth, saying, I don't get on. I'm going to lay a dude out. Now diamonds are beautiful and pearls are precious. I hit you and your bitch both over your necklace. I'm reckless. I spray the semi-drunk off Henny, wipe your blood off the shines, run off and sell them to Benny. F with me. Y'all dudes know boo-boo get busy. Yeah, that was bad. That was not good. I wasn't feeling that whatsoever. Let's get into Touch the Sky, though. The last song. The last song on the album, Touch the Sky. Touch the Sky, the last song on the album, featuring Tony Yayo. Very hype about reading these lyrics. You know I'm a big Tony Yayo fan. You know I'm a Tony Yayo, guys. You know I'm a Tony Yayo fan, y'all. So let's see what we got here. Obviously, the lyrics kind of match their whole performance style. You know what I mean? Where they go like this and shit. Put your hands up high, hands up high. Get your hands up high, hands up high. That's kind of what they do on this one. R.I.P. to Tupac. Get your hands up high. Really? R.I.P. to Tupac. Get your hands up high. That was really necessary. Okay. I mean, it's always great to mention Tupac. Seems a little random to me. And then he says, roll that good shit. Get your hands up high. Are you serious, man? How does Tupac fit into the equation? Maybe they change it. Maybe they somehow change it in the next one and they were like, rest in peace to Biggie. Okay, rest in peace to Biggie Smalls. Get your hands up high. But the song's called Touch the Sky. So, all right, I'm feeling it. He said, you want to dance? Let's dance. I'll take you to the prom. What 50? You know it's the majority of people listening to your album, 50, are men. And you're going to start off this song saying, you want to dance? Let's dance. I'll take you to the prom. I'm armed. Trey pounding my palm. I'm calm. My mama made a baby boy. The hood made a man. My first 14 grams. Took that and made a grand. I do this. You knew this. I told you, pussy. Your fate, your death day'll effing come if you push me. Have you like EI? Uh-oh. After the 4-4 blow, I get low and they say I go like pro. It's a rap and I'm ghost in the smoke like a roach. You've been clapped. And in fact, there's no coming back from that. I'm the last in my breed. No Henny, no weed. See, he's kind of turning it up because he knows he's going to have to match Yayo's intensity. He's like, I'm the last in my breed. No Henny, no weed. Just my vest and my semi in the back of the Bentley. Engage and Mirage. See, I'm there. Then I'm gone because my lawyers are strong and my money is long. So when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I'm right. I hit your ass up right. It's nighty night. He said, I hit your ass up right. Thought he was about to be like, I got you, right? All right, so Yayo's like, hey, yo, I'm higher than a pilot, man. I catch a body, man. Beat that case, I lie on the polygram. I like this. I'm digging this. He said, hey, yo, I'm higher than a pilot, man. I catch a body, man. Beat the case, I lie on the polygram. These OGs talking about back in the days. I'll have a RIP sign on your MySpace page. I'm in your top 8, drop 8, GCT coupe. It's sour grape. I'm an ape, a gorilla in the mist. I hold weight. My connect got bricks. I went gold. You went platinum. We still in the same cars, same house, and still F the same broads. Dreams of effing an R&B bitch. Damn, you look good, girl, but get your teeth fixed. I'm the Teflon Don boy. I get busy. Your next 2 songs you do, them shits were pretty Ricky. 760 drive by lit. 760 drive by light tint with 2 hoes in the whip looking like Flint. The hell did that mean? 2 hoes in the looking like Flint. Yeah, so Yayo went hard on that shit, man. Yayo went hard on that shit. Those were some dope lyrics. So let's see. So we got My Gun Go Off, bad. We got Man Down, good. I'll Still Kill, good with Akon. I Get Money, good. Come and Go, bad. AO Technology on the bad list. Follow My Lead on the bad list. Moving On Up on the bad list. Straight to the Bank, good. Amusement Park, bad. Fully Loaded Clip, bad. Peep Show, bad. Fire, bad. All of Me, not that good. Curtis 187, not that good. And Touch the Sky, good. So he's got 5 good songs, and he's got like 12 bad songs. Well, he's got like 10 bad songs and 2 mediocre songs. All of Me, pretty good. And AO Technology, pretty good. So that's my review, you guys. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I went a little bit extra long. on the podcast tonight, but I appreciate y'all staying in tuned. Hope y'all come and check me out. I'm going to be posting a few videos, probably going to do a live early tomorrow afternoon. So I hope y'all tap in with me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.